Welcome back to the Training Show. My name is David, head of Dirty Operations. You know, I'm not from the South, so I wouldn't spell dirty with a U. But point taken. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm joined by Jake.
Hello. Good morning. Zen Master here, the patience merchant. I like the sound of that. Good morning. How we doing, everybody?
Sounds like a Marvel bad guy.
I'll take it. I don't want to be a bad guy, though.
You like Marvel movies?
No, never.
Nice.
Ever. I'm sure you do.
I love Marvel movies. They just dropped the trailer for the Doomsday.
Okay.
Avengers. That's exactly how it sounded.
Nice.
Guys, hope you had a great weekend. I was messing around with Bitcoin last night. Messed around and found out. Actually, I don't know if I want to call myself lucky or good thing I got out of this thing when before I went to sleep, but man, I had this trade on all three platforms. I had it on BitUnix, I had it on BTCC, and I also had it on Breakout. On BTCC and on BitUnix, my cash accounts, I decided to, it was around, 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. I was like, you know what? I'm about to fall asleep. You never know what can happen. Let me just close this trade out. I'll take my 24%, which I did. And I said, Breakout. It's not any of my real margin up there. I paid the money for the eval and
No.
So I left my original stop loss on Breakout.
No.
Which was 60, which was above the 1 hour 200. Okay. Right here. I got in here, right? We were in the profit, got down to 63.2 overnight while I was asleep. And it broke above that 200 on a wick, stopped me out. Took an L for like $300 and some on that one. So I expected that trade to play out. We saw how many times Bitcoin bumped up against that 200 MA on the 1 hour, right? Rejection the first time, went back for more, and ultimately broke through. Currently sitting at $64,124. And then coming into the show today, I'm in one trade. I ended up staying in this IBM short, and it is finally starting to play out the way I had planned it last week. I think it was last Wednesday or last Thursday. This was a bear flag short I got into. We are officially in the profit, 51%. On IBM, my stop loss has been moved in a profit. I do expect, I don't know about full TP, but I do expect this to come down and give me some 250 to 350% gain. And so for those of you that are still in the trade, I don't know how many of you are. I'm assuming a majority of you probably bailed on it because this thing was flat for a very long time. This is a 1 hour time frame. Where did we get in? I think we got in Thursday the 6th, somewhere around here. And it just chopped sideways. It was like never ending chop. My God, look at this range here. Look at this range. Straight up bore you to death, put you to sleep. But happy we stayed in because obviously this thing is playing out like we expected it to. It just took a little longer than we wanted it to, but either way, we are in the money on this one. Those are the only trade I'm coming into the show with. And so I don't have a bias on the day. Obviously, if I were to knee-jerk reaction bias, I would say, bullish because Bitcoin is above 64K. But is this another fake out? I was catching some Lifer show this morning, and he was talking about he doesn't want to trade on Mondays. He said he wants to trade defensively on Mondays because Monday is usually a fake out. So interesting. I'd love to see if there's any weakness on this move up on any time frame if we're approaching any key levels. We broke the 1 hour 200, which to me was a level I was shorting and had my stop loss above. Obviously on breakout, that didn't work out. But I'm genuinely curious to see, will Bitcoin go into that 67K liquidity, or are we going to break down to sub 60K? I think the next move is going to be a big one. We're getting into the end of summer. Summer historically is usually very, very sideways, boring, flat. If you watch the charts on Friday night, Saturday, you looked at the 1 or the 5 minute time frame. There was those weird candles, right? Where you know the liquidity and the volatility is not there. I think we're coming out of that. We're going to see a lot of volatility. I am still in the camp of one more flush down, but I'm open to the idea of it just continuing upside and maybe starting to hit some of those mid 70s and getting into the 80s. But we'll only know if we get a top-down analysis.
Mm-hmm. Nice short.
I know a guy.
You know one?
Yeah, it's a good guy.
All right. Cool. Let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Hold on. Is that an audio engineer shirt?
How you like that, man?
Very cool.
I went thrifting over the weekend with my girl.
Like to thrift?
Yeah. Thrift shop. Yeah.
Where'd you go? Goodwill?
Call me Macklemore. Savers, actually.
Savers?
The bougie Goodwill. Yeah. A little bit more expensive, but they have some stuff too. Yeah.
A little bit more expensive.
I'm an audio guy. All right. As well as a monk. Multifaceted, multi-hyphenated over here. Okay. Does this button work? Yes, it works. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Man, I need a new lease on a narrative, and I may need to go by the river and wash my face. Laura, can we please make it zen before the top-down analysis?
They don't have any water by me. I got a plank.
You got a plank?
Yeah.
I definitely got to wash my face this morning, man.
And cook some salmon on it. You know, cedar plank salmon?
I see it. Let me wash my face and wash my narrative because I tried to short the resistant last night and I got clapped. Clap me, Laura. I did get clapped. Yeah, I did get clapped.
Why did I get clapped? I didn't do anything wrong. Actually, I did. I guess I lost money too.
All right. So I got to cleanse my narrative here because, man, we're pushing up on the 4 hour now. 4 hour. Oh, here's the thing now. Now we're nearing resistance again. Is it time to actually short now? Well, let's hurry up and do the top-down analysis, Monk Man. Let's do it. Weekly time frame. Here we go. Wow, testing the 200. Are you kidding me? So here's the thing. Yesterday was interesting. We had a green dot on the daily, but a red dot on the weekly.
Yeah.
All right. The red dot has gone away, it looks like, on the weekly. Or maybe it never printed. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it was a 5-day. But either way, there was bullish signs on the weekly, but the daily had that, it was the opposite, actually. Sorry, green dot on the weekly. On the daily, red dot on the weekly. Here we go.
It probably went away. Look at how close that VWAP is to the zero line. Yeah,
I'm sorry to confuse you, but basically bullish on a smaller time frame and bearish on a higher time frame. I was talking to Calm Clapper. Shout out to everybody who knows who Calm Clapper is. I was talking to Calm Clapper, and he was saying that both could play out. Bullish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. The daily pushing right now, guys. Bullish engulfing candle on the daily with a green dot, with a double bottom. Could this be a neckline? Check this out. Could that be a neckline for a double bottom? Come all the way up. Come all the way up. Test 64.8, 64.9. Make that the double bottom. And then you get another measured move. It's crazy. Look at that. That could break the high. We could break the high. There's a bullish case. There's a bullish case here, folks. But let's reset and once again, wash our face here and our feet in the river. So low stochastic still. We're below the 200 on the weekly, but we're close. We're testing it. Is it a bearish retest? I'm considering it one until proven otherwise because we're not above it. And we're slightly above the POC, which is interesting. All right, and we talked about the green dot on the daily. Oh, man, this is so interesting. Lots of support. There's definitely a support line there at 62.3. We bounced there multiple times. That low stochastics is encouraging. It's kind of a clean break right now up until about 65. That's going to take out my short. I'm still in my larger time frame short. I am. And the reason why I am is because it's kind of been more of a hedge more than anything. You know?
Hedge against your spot?
Pretty much, yeah. My spot and also my multi-assets. You know, I still do the collateral thing. You know, collateral thing on BitUnix. You can put your assets up as collateral. So, you know, my assets, Solana and SWI, as well as Bitcoin. It's just a general good idea to short major resistance. You know, even if you end up, you know, getting out of break even, is just generally a good idea, good practice in my mind. All right, but here we are at the PLC, the daily. Will we reject from here or will we conquer it? We'll see. Here's a 4-hour time frame. 4 hours interesting to me because that's major resistance with the stochastics and the RSI, both at the 200 MA resistance, dynamic resistance right there. Overextended trend. I'm interested. We have to see if we're in the supply zone in a casino. Is there a possible price reversal? 30-minute time frame, very, very extended. And the 1 hour is what I really want to look at, because I really want to start playing the 1 hour candles, and the 1 hour candle closes. I need to set an alarm. We get like 2 more closes before the end of the show. Hey, Siri, set an alarm for 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. and make it loud.
Done.
All right. Thank you. All right. And we'll strike the gong. How about that? We strike the gong at the top of the hour. I really want to break down this. That was a bullish hourly candle. We just closed that minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. We still got volatility with this candle. It appears this candle may be coming down, but then maybe pop up. This thing is still bullish. Look, 1, 2. Are we getting 3 white soldiers here? That's a clean bullish break.
That's some European white soldiers, the purebreds.
30-minute time frame, man. It's pushing up, matching the momentum. 5-minute time frame, matching the momentum. Yeah, price matching the momentum. It's been a clean, a bullish move since last night. I've been trying to fade it, but man, I can only fade it so long. That's a bullish, clean move for Bitcoin. 1 minute time frame. Look, low stochastics, a green dot, VWAP coming up, ready to bounce again. Looking pretty bullish in those small time frames. The 4 hour is a bit concerning, though. The 4 hour is at resistance. Meso at resistance.
The 4, but look at how the 4 hour kind of looks like the 1 hour did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was at resistance, right?
But go back to the 2 times that stay on the 1 hour, but go back to the 2 times it got rejected at that 200.
Right here.
No, before that.
5? There's no before that. You might have grabbed your chart, man. This is I hate it when people try to navigate me to something I don't see. I see 2 projections right there.
Literally go to the left, but I'll pull up my chart. That's
yeah,
fine.
Please, thank you, man.
Yeah, right there.
There you go.
Here, just pull up my chart.
Please, thank you.
So here's the 1 hour. 1 hour, 200 MA. Okay, let me get rid of these drawings here. So I'm talking about these 2 rejections right here. Rejection 1, rejection 2. And then look at what price did here, right? Its initial move up to that 200 got rejected. Second one got rejected, and then it ultimately went, right? Mm-hmm. Take a look at what's happening here. 4 hour. Rejection, rejection, first rejection, second rejection, and ultimately we break it. Kind of like what the 1 hour did. I'm seeing a little bit of some similar price action there on Bitcoin 1 hour versus the 4 hour time frame. I want to short, but I know it's a stupid idea. I realize it's a stupid idea. I think the better play is to wait for this thing to come back down, get a little reset, and then play the continuation. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, how much where did Bitcoin draw down to? Let's pull a fib. So it hit that 50% fib retracement level, and on the second one, it hit a gold pocket retracement level on that second leg up. And so let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Where's our 50% fib retracement level? It is sitting at 63,462. That's right where your 9 MA is. If the 50 the 50 is curving up. 50 is not going to come down. So that's what I'd be looking for, continuation. You can try to do a quick short scalp on BTC because I do think it comes down a little bit more, but I think that's way riskier because at any point in time, right, the trend is clearly up with volume, especially on the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 30 minute. The daily candle looks insane. I mean, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's engulfing the previous 6 candles in one daily candle. That's a pretty big one. It opened at, what was the open of this candle? 62,873 was the open. And it got to a high of 64.2. So this thing can continue to go up. So the 4 hours to play, I do think there is a little more downside. But once we break that 200, I think we take out this high around 65.6. And then we can talk about that liquidity up in the 67s.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, does being in the supply zone with a possible reversal change anything for you?
No, it fits my narrative.
It definitely weighs on me heavily, seeing us in the supply zone.
But we saw the same thing yesterday. This was yesterday. And yesterday, this was in the supply zone.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, actually, it was at one point for sure. The supply zone did move. Absolutely. Supply zone move. But I'll say when I shorted yesterday, we were not in the supply zone. We were like somewhere in between. When I got clapped.
I showed it up here on the second reversal.
Yeah.
It continued to go up, and then sold somewhere down here. But it continued to go up, and this thing is dynamic. So now we're in the supply zone again, and we'll probably come down again, and we'll probably cross below this, whatever the hell this line is, moving average, demand line, whatever. And then the supply zone will move, and then we'll continue to go up. That's kind of what I think happens, unless it's a hard rejection at the 4 hour on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And this thing comes all the way down and loses the 50 and the 9. Tons of volume here. So I expect Bitcoin to hold above 63.4, which is a level that I know you were talking about on your show yesterday, but that level was on my mind, 63.4. That's the level I actually got into my short at, was 63.4. Was underwater for a little bit, and then ultimately was able to turn the trade into a winning trade on BUNIX and BTCC. But if it comes down and it loses this volume area, then yeah, we can talk about this was a hard rejection. But I think this is going to be continuation after a little bit of a cool off here for Bitcoin.
Gotcha. This is tough for me, honestly, man, because that daily is bullish. You got a green dot, low stochastics. You cross the moving averages. You're getting a clean break. But, does it sustain? The daily is bullish, but the 4 hour is at resistance. It could just be a minimum pullback. That's probably the realistic case. Minimum pullback and then more upside. Likely. 4 hour at resistance in the small time frame is just purely bullish. Purely bullish. But if this is tough. I have to pick my scale. Do I want to trade the 4 hour? Or do I want to trade like the 1 hour? Like, where am I going with this? You know what I mean? Are we trading the 1 hour? We looked at the 1 hour candle close. That was bullish as all hell. You're almost better off like just putting a limit order somewhere halfway down the candle. Maybe this thing is already going to keep going, right? But you're so far from the 21 at the same time. My scalping system tells me I should be shorting. My swing system tells me I should be patient and get a better entry for a long. Maybe I'll do both. Bye. What are you doing out there, folks? Maybe we get a poll out there. Are you taking a short-term play? Are you taking a long-term play? Or maybe it all aligns for you. Maybe you have a multi-time frame nexus. Talk to me. But I think I'm pulling Calm Clapper out, and I think some folks may know what that is right now. Yeah, I'm pulling out the Calm Clapper. Let me see here. Stop loss. 65,592. Invalidation stop loss. How much we risking? Risk the big bucks, man. Risk the big bucks. $500. That's a lot to risk. That's a lot to risk for your account size, Monk, man. All right, but this is high win rate. There you go. Entry number one. Entry number one. Can I get in now? Somewhere around now, right around 64,000 for the first entry. There we go. First entry. Let's get rid of that visual range of volume profile. And you can feel free to look at another coin, man. I don't want to take up all the time with this. This is actually a little bit of a process. But if you don't know what this is, I created a calculator over the weekend.
Okay.
I created a multi-entry fixed risk calculator. So it will be one entry here. I could put another entry right around this area. I'm going to do like 3 or 4 different entries here. 64,400-ish right there, second entry. Let's do a third entry right around here, 64,880. Double click, Monk, man. There we go. Entry number 3. There we go. And then final entry right above the highs, man. Right above the highs, and maybe adjust that stop loss a little bit. Entry number 4. And check it out. I can actually drag I could drag, there's a stop loss, there's a fixed risk. No matter where I drag this, is going to be a $500 risk. Let me get this out the way. Kind of like on BitUnix, how they have the fixed risk. You see right here, max loss 500 right there. Max loss, no matter where I put it. The only thing is, look down here, and it'll show you, 1 second. Oh, you know, I didn't put my TP yet. Let's put the TP. TP, let's make this a mega one. We're going to take this down here. 58,000, 59,000. Here we go. You got to put the TP in to calculate the numbers. Yes, you do. What is he doing? He built a hybrid here. This is half human, half clapper. Take profit, 59,000. There we go. How are we looking? Looking like a 1-to-11 risk reward ratio using the average price of these 4 entries. You see the yellow lines, all 4 yellow lines. Those are your entries that, once again, you could move freely. You know, if you want to move that up, you see the numbers change. But no matter what, you put your stop loss, is still the same max risk. You just make less. And you see each order, 1 order, 229, 2 order, 492. That's how much you would make if, depending on how many orders trigger. All right, depending on how many orders trigger here, bring that stop loss back down, you make more money. See, 455 with 1 order triggering, 1,000 with 2 orders triggering, et cetera, et cetera. 4 orders, 4K if it hits the TP. So this is not just some, you know, guaranteed way of not getting stopped out. You still got to use good TA. You still need a good entry, but this can soften the clapping for you. Okay, you can still get clapped.
So is this an indicator you published on TradingView?
I did, but I don't think it came up yet. I gave it to the community directly. You can look for it. Look up the Calm Clapper. I don't know if it comes up yet. If not, I'll send it to you directly. But it's just a calculator, man. It's not necessarily a strategy. It's a calculator. Yeah, CLAPPER, Calm Clapper. Does it come up yet? No. Probably not. No, I'll send. It's in the Discord. I put it out in the Discord in the community TA yesterday.
So can you also, the way you ladder in, can you ladder out?
Not yet, but that is, I think, a good idea. And I'm also going to experiment with a break-even option because, I mean, if you're in profit pretty well, even if it's just 1 order, it may make sense just to put break-even on, you know? So, but this is, no, it's not a strategy, but this entry method is supposed to thrive in volatility. You know what I'm saying? Quick moves up, keep you in, get you a better entry, and even give you a better average price. So I may do something like this right now, and betting that Bitcoin does not put in that higher high on the higher time frame, 65. And I could get clapped out. I can get clapped out, but at least I have a fixed risk. And if, you know, according to my account size, let's say I only wanted to risk $125. There you go. I could do the same play, only risking $125. I'll just make less. Look, 113, 257, 502, 1,000. You see what I'm saying? And you could freely move everything around. It is the Calm Clapper version 9, the risk calculator.
But okay, so let's just say 1 order fills.
Yeah.
Well, no, because if it continues to go up, all 4 orders are full. Okay.
Yeah, all 4 fills. This average line, this purple line, assumes all orders filling. Okay. But if you enter here, that's your entry. You know, so but yeah, you can put as many orders you want. Well, really up to 10 right now. I put 10 slots just for simplicity. But yeah, this is what I'm considering. So what I do, just copy these orders. You just put the literal position size right there. And another cool thing is if you put your leverage level, like for example, if we're using 50x, it'll estimate the margin here too. Look at that. At 50x margin, this play would cost you a 244 in margin. And this is with that, what risk? 124 risk. Yeah. And it gives you your whole position size. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. And it all moves in real time. But I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this because I want to short, but I don't want to get clapped. And if I get clapped, make it a calm clapping. All right. So let me go ahead and put my max risk. And I'm going to make it a little bit heavy on the risk because it'll pay off better with the smaller orders. I don't expect to get filled in all of these orders. If it happens, it happens. Hey, it'd be a major clapping. Bah.
I wonder if you, because you know how you can trade like on BTCC from TradingView?
Yeah.
I wonder if
so I haven't tried that yet, man. But I'm thinking maybe you just right click and you could just start orders like that, right? Can you just quick, right?
That would be a game changer.
That would be way quick because right now I got to go copy in the numbers, but you could just right click and just go buy on, a limit order in. So I got to set limit orders right now. One where I am now. Let me be realistic. One is right now. I'm getting in now. The second one is going to be right there. There we go. Make it accurate. Make it accurate.
And what's the purple line again?
That's the average entry if all orders were triggered. So right now my entry would be right here, but if all get triggered, that would be my average entry, and that would be my stop loss. Okay, so fixed risk multi-entry approach. All right, I'm going to put this in. We're going to try out the calm clapping. Will the monk man get calmly clapped on the Bitcoin short? We'll see.
That's pretty cool.
All right, I'm going to put this in on BTCC, I guess. First entry will be now. Let me write down my stop loss. My stop loss is 65,628.
Has anyone else used this?
Some people have downloaded it from the community. I don't know who's using it. Anybody using it out there? 7 in the chat. Who's using it? Stop loss 65,628. 628. TP is going to be at 59,005. And okay. And then I just set my orders, man. I just put it by position size. Let's see if I can put this side by side.
Where did you post it? In your...
There we go. It's in a community TA, but it's from like last night though, so you may have to scroll up. I'll put it again if I have to. I'll put it again and if I have to.
Oh, here we go. Let's just pin it. Okay, use on chart.
Oh, you got it. Hey, he got it. Hey.
This is cool, man. Good stuff here.
Hey.
Let's go ahead and save this.
Are we long? Are we short, folks? What are you doing? Let me get a file. Let me get a Buddha. What's going on? How we doing? Good morning. Where are you from? I love you. Do you love yourself? Do you love others? How we doing out there?
All right, while he's doing that, let's take a look at some alts. Venice up 4%. Okay, Venice.
Okay.
We'll take a look at that chart. Curve up 2.2%. Everything else is either flat or down. Looks like Morpho's down, Can's down, Injective up 1%, and then the rest is literally flat, including Aerodrome, Ondo. Ondo is interesting. I didn't realize the founder, I guess, passed away.
Oh.
And so there's a legal battle between who it takes over. Is it the president or is it the wife? So I was watching that yesterday. I was like, should I just get rid of my Ondo position? Because I don't like that. But then again, I don't know. Someone going to step in. And so I haven't sold any. Also, there was a coin I talked about last week. It was, if you guys remember, I talked about Virtual's ecosystem. It was Tibber. Take a look at this on the weekly. I think this was, I told you guys I had bought the dip on this move down here. Let me go to price, now market cap. And we'll go to the daily. This was the dip I bought at around a 14 cents, 13 point some odd cents. And this thing ran all the way up to almost 20 cents. I'm telling you guys, if your risk appetite is there, David has a good position on this, a good sized position on this one. This would be a spot. It's in the Virtuals Protocol ecosystem. A lot of hints have been dropped. This thing's been consolidating for weeks since November of last year. It got to a high of around 45 cents, which is around a $450 million market cap. Consolidated, right? And then now finally broke. If we were to use this and draw a trend line, let me do this real quick. something like this. That, my friends, is a clear break. Clear break, and here was the almost retest. And so I think this thing continues. How high can it go? I'm not going to make a price prediction, but I will say when I got in at 15 cents, I still believe I can get a really, really good return on this one. So those of you that are in a spot, that are into, that are, not just traders, but also you hold some spot crypto or you look to flip some spot bags, put this one on your radar, TIBBIR. And you need virtual to swap this over. I would use something like Uniswap or Aerodrome. Okay. Let's take a peek at Venice. And then we'll look at some macro stuff. We'll take a look at the maps here. We'll see what macro's doing. But Venice up 4.4%. I think AI is about to get a big run again. Tau, Venice, potentially something like Render. Let's start on the daily on Venice. Daily looking very, very bullish. This looks like is this downtrend break? No, it'll be something like this. That means it broke a while ago. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Let's see how deep this retracement was. Let's go from there to there. Oh, this thing tapped that gold pocket, came up. Just got the 21's curving back over. We're on the weekly, by the way. Stokes low, VWAP coming up. VWAP we're about to get a trigger wave long. Guys, we are about to get a weekly anchor wave, trigger wave long setup here on Venice. That would be extremely bullish. You can see VWAP is right there. It's at negative 1.95. A break above zero gives us that green dot. With our anchor wave already in place, overextended, got all the way down to minus 68 on the momentum wave with a green dot. And now, as you can see, as I zoom in here, that teeny tiny momentum wave, if we get a green dot here, that would be a anchor wave, trigger wave long setup on market cipher B. That could take Venice up to the into the 20s. How high? I don't know. But I definitely think the next break is going to take it into the 20s, deep into the 20s, like 27, 28. Beyond that, I don't know. But Venice is one of my favorite projects. And here's a daily. Daily broke above this this consortium of this meetup here that these moving averages were having. Right, the 50, the 21, and the 9MA all converging right here around $11.90. Venice saw a clean break with increasing volume. Coming off a little bit of hidden bear div, though, that looks like it might have already played out. Fresh green dot on the daily time frame. Although this is not a trigger wave setup. The weekly is showing us that, but still, nonetheless, a daily green dot on market cipher. 10-hour at the 200 MA rejection. We're starting to see this. I've looked at three charts. Well, two charts, three different time frames, right? We had looked at the 1 hour Bitcoin, the 4 hour Bitcoin. Here's your 10-hour on Venice. Similar, right? We keep bumping up against high time frame, 200 MA, right? We come down and then we attempt to reclaim it. First move up, rejection. Second move up, so far, rejection. Will we go ahead and get a breakthrough after another potential drawdown here on Venice? We can take a look at where that fib retracement would take us. If we target that 50% fib level, whew, I need to sneeze. Woo. 50% fib level brings us down to 12.259 on Venice. Seems like a good place. This seems like a good place to long this thing. Let's see what this level did. We had a wick up here. So this was a good. Seems like a decent SR level here on Venice. As I go back, we're looking at the green line here. You know what? Let's just drop a horizontal on top of it, and then let's remove the fib. Yellow line is where we're looking. Let's get rid of that. There we go. We're looking at this yellow line here. This is the 50% fib level. Same thing we did with Bitcoin in terms of measuring out, the first fib brought us down to, I think, the gold pocket. Second fib retracement brought us down to like the 50% fib level. And so that is a level we're targeting, the yellow line. And if you were to go back and zoom out and say, well, how important is this level on the 10-hour time frame? Right? This is where we broke above, came back, it held, we pushed up. Almost got a tap here, although the 200 was right above it, so that held. Here, the 50 was above it, so it held. Here, perfect close, lost it, came up, retested it twice, lost it, retested it, lost it, came down. So you can see what price does around this yellow line. So for Venice, again, looking for continuation, just like I am on BTC, and at least a level that I'm looking at, just quickly drawing a fib, would be around 12.59 for Venice. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour looks like maybe it wants to cup and handle a little bit, potentially. We'll see. A little rounded out bottom. Consolidate sideways or consolidate down. Create that handle. This also looks like a little bit of an inverse, a complex inverse head and shoulders. Another larger one as well. Which would put the neckline somewhere around there. Somewhere around 13.5 with a measured move. If this thing does play out, a measured move to the volume POC at around $18. That'd be a really nice trade setup. Let's see what that would look like. Let's sketch out a trade here. Let's just take our entry at the yellow line. Let's have our stop below the head, below the right shoulder there, and let's drag our TP all the way up to the measured move. That's almost a 5-to-1, closer to a 4.5-to-1 trade setup on Venice. That's what I would be eyeing for continuation. But I think Venice gets a really nice pop. There's going to be a lot of hype around AI this week and going into the beginning of the new fiscal year for a lot of these companies and for the U.S. government. Let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame here on Venice. Look at that massive volume coming in on that green candle. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's get rid of my beautiful inverse head and shoulder drawing. We'll get rid of that. And look at that volume coming in. 277K. The highest volume candle we've seen since July 25th, which came in at around 456K. And what did price do then? That was a local top. Venice kind of consolidated sideways. But now this price action is happening after a long consolidation here. A little bit of a double top here on Venice, but again, looking for continuation. 1 hour had that green dot just printed last candle session. Here's what the 30-minute time frame looks like. Looks like it wants to come down. Okay, I like the confluence here on the 30-minute. As the 21 and the 9 may creep up to our 50% fib level here. Is that bull div? Is that bear div? Ooh. Okay, that's a little concerning. What I'm looking at here, my friends, is I'm looking at this high to this high. From close to wick high, that was a 3% move to the upside, and RSI essentially double topped. So that is typically not a sign of strength. Although it's not to bail on the thesis of continuation, but just something to keep in the back of our minds as we continue to go through the charts. 15-minute wants to come down. Looks like we have some confluence with our 50 and our 21 and the level that we've mapped out around 1259. So 12.6, if you're looking for continuation, would be the level that I'd be eyeing for Venice, but I don't think it's ready to go yet. Low time frames are starting to look a little more bearish, but that 1 hour, daily and the weekly look very, very bullish, especially if that weekly can give us that VWAP bullish cross, give us that green dot, trigger wave for a long, and potentially off to the races on Venice. All right, what you got over there, man?
Hey. Not much. Signing to break out and just, scouting in these charts. Yeah. I was looking at the Nasdaq, man. I was looking at the gold. I was looking at oil. And it's interesting here. Let me pull up the Nasdaq, which is like kind of bullish overall on like the medium and high time frames. But right now, the short term starting to come down, actually. The NQ starting to bearishly consolidate after it did open higher. When I put it to regular trading hours, not the electronic hours, aka the futures. Here we go. We opened higher, made a higher high, but now look, starting to come down. It may close the gap. May close that gap that formed when opening higher from over the weekend. We have a clap gap to the downside, but we'll see. The Nasdaq and S&P is interesting. S&P just recently put in an all-time high. And here we are putting in another high. And we'll see. Price discovery, not my favorite. Not my favorite, I'm telling you. How about gold? Gold pretty bullish in a 4-hour. Consolidation coming on up. How about the small time frames? Bullish too. Yeah, gold bullish in the small time frames. Silver very bullish on the small time frames as well. How about oil? Here we go. What's going on for oil? Oil getting bullish here on the 15-minute. Coiling up. Getting ready to test those highs. Here we go. Bring it down. Smaller time frames. 5-minute, 5-minute. Yeah, you see that coiling. It's a slinky. Yeah, flag right there on the 1-hour. Flag on the 4-hour. Breaking up. Crude oil. Yeah, I was long. I'm pretty sure I'm still long on this flag right here. Never got stopped out. I'm long on oil. Looks like it's about to break out of the 200 MA. It's testing the resistance right now. Oil. Interesting. All right. What's going on for Bitcoin? Bitcoin bullishly consolidating, not losing the levels yet. Not losing any major levels just yet. We had a bearish engulfing candle on the 5-minute, but kind of just going sideways. Going sideways, not too much happening. I mean, that's bullish after a big move going sideways. Some might call it a double top. It's not perfect. A little bit extended to the upside, but bullish. Bitcoin. All right. Have we looked at the major alts, man? Like Ethereum, Solana. There we go.
I've not.
Ethereum. Ethereum is in this very tight consolidation on the daily time frame. It has a green dot, a buy signal right now. RSI coming up. How about those stochastics? Stochastics low. ETH ready. Damn. ETH is ready. I didn't think I would say that today, but ETH looks like it's ready on the daily. It's above the PLC. It's breaking out of the flag. You got the low stochastics, reset your momentum, right? You got the green dot, the VWAP coming up. What a beautiful chart there for Ethereum. But don't get too excited. At the end of the day, it is just range bound for now. Here's the range. The general range that Ethereum is in. Here we go. The general range, just sideways after a move up. I call it bullish consolidation, but we can always just bing bong, resistance, bing bong, support, bing bong, resistance, bing bong, support. And then the PLC acting as support and resistance as well. That's what I'm seeing on the daily for Ethereum. It is ready though. It is ready, and it may be breaking out of what could be a bull pennant. How about the 4-hour? Ethereum. There you go. Give me the Stokes again. 4-hour pushing up. Is it slamming against that PLC, that very local PLC, and the super trend? Pretty bullish here for Ethereum. How about your 1 hour? We've been paying attention to 1 hour. Extremely bullish. Yeah, look at that. Breaking out of consolidation. Buy signals all over the place. Here's a 5-minute small time frame here for your Ethereum, cruising on up and respecting the trend. The trend is up. That's right. The trend is up on the smaller and medium time frames. And the higher time frame is bullish. It's bullish. Yeah. Wow. Ethereum looking good for a bullish move. How about Solana? Let's pull out those community alts. Community alts. Folks, what are we missing here? What are we missing? And who needs a clap? Uliani says, I have to get clapped. Clap him, Laura. Clap him. It says soul is pumping. Soul is pumping. Is soul pumping right now? Soul is pumping. Yes, it is. There it is. 5-minute time frame. Currently pumping. Green dot. You got green money flow. The trend is green and coming on up. Look, bouncing off the 21, the white line every single time. How bullish? How about the weekly time frame? Let's put it into perspective. How bullish really are we? Is the weekly a buy signal? Okay, VWAP bounce from the zero line. Starting to roll over, but bounce from the zero line. Stokes overbought, but a green candle coming in could be an engulfing candle. We'll have to see. Here's the daily time frame. That's an engulfing candle. There's a flag that broke out into a mini flag, which is now breaking out. That's what we see. A flag in a flag. There we go. 4-hour time frame pushing up, coming towards resistance right now. Can we get past that super trend and the local highs at 76.4? Here's your 30-minute time frame. Just a clean break and just cruising up to greatness. Solana, amazing. A little bit of bear div right here. A little bit of bear div. Are we creating a dirty Dave? We may be creating one. Not perfect. I think this is like one there. It's not perfect. All right, Solana looking good. A healthy uptrend right now. Anything can happen. Don't get caught off guard. But Solana looking bullish. Ethereum looking bullish. SWE, how are you doing? Consolidating. And above the 200 MA. Not too bad here. Not too bad there for SWE in a small time frame. And, okay, here we go. That was weird. I went black for a moment. 4-hour at support. Could we bounce here? Is this the right shoulder bottom? Any coins you excited about right now, Dave? Any new coins?
I'm looking at. There's a lot of macro assets that look very good. Here's Circle. Well, I say very good as it's losing its 10-minute 21 MA. So this is what Circle looks like. Big move up today. There was, I think Scott Bessent came out and said something about they're working to quickly incorporate the Genius Act, the rules and regulations to the stablecoin companies.
Okay.
Tether over the weekend, I think it was over the weekend, they apparently passed a massive audit by a top 4 TradFi audit firm. They showed they had less debt or more collateral than they stated, which is it never happens. It's usually the opposite. It's usually, we overstated a little bit. They understated their collateral. So people are feeling bullish about stable coins. Does that mean that Circle is going to rally? I don't know. But the 15-minute looks like this. Here's what the 30-minute looks like. Bullish consolidation after a pretty big move up, although we do have that red dot. I was also looking at SpaceX. SpaceX wasn't looking too bad either. Kind of similar setup here. If you look at the 10-minute on SpaceX.
Hey.
Bullish consolidation. If you go to the 5-minute, looks a little more Bart Simpson-y with a blood diamond there. So to me, I look at these and say very 50-50. We did create a nice clap gap here. So if you go out a little higher time frame, it does look like more like bullish consolidation. I think the 21 or the 15-minute look the best if you're looking for confirmation bias. And then the other one was Dell. Dell actually looks very bearish. Dell had a pretty big move down, and now it's looks like it's bear flagging. Here's what the 5-minute looks like. Kind of similar to what IBM did. Here's the IBM chart, but this was on the daily. Right, big move down, consolidated up for quite a while, and ultimately it fell. Can we expect the same from Dell? Let's look at a daily chart. Daily looks like this. Now, this isn't nearly as much data because this is against. It's the RWA version, right? But here's what the 1 hour looks like. The only thing I don't like is it's above the for a short. It's above the 200 on the 1 hour, and then I believe on the 4 hour. Or there was another time, the 50. It's right at the 50 on the 1 hour, but the lower time frames tell us expecting another flush down. I just don't know when, And when I say I don't know when, it's because we are in the middle of the trading day, and typically you don't see a lot of volume. Get the volume at the beginning and the very end. But ultimately, I do think this thing falls down, and the measured move, what would the measured move be? Let's say it comes up to, I don't know, let's just take it from here. Should bring us down around 452, which depending on where you get your entry, if you try to get your entry now and kind of slide your stop above your 200, I don't think that's going to give us enough. That gives us around a 2-to-1. It is a macro asset, but we still like to get 3-to-1s. But still, you can bring it below the 50 or above the 50, give you around a 2.5-to-1. That's a trade I would take. I would even take a 2-to-1 on this one. And maybe risk a little more in terms of nominal value-wise. But this to me looks like it's breaking down. But SpaceX looks bullish. Looks like it's in bullish consolidation. As does, what was the other one I was looking at? SpaceX and Circle. I haven't gone through the rest. I know SanDisk had a massive move up this morning. Look at that. Look at that gap up and look at that green candle. Yesterday's close or Friday's close was 1638 and it opened at 1700. And it got to a daily high of 1828. And is this thing breaking out of bearish consolidation? Bullish consolidation?
It is. Looks bullish to me. Looks bullish to me, Clappy.
Yeah. There was an NVIDIA announcement. I think they're either giving money to or partnering with OpenAI. I'm telling you, man, the next wave of big AI news and big AI hype is coming. Microsoft looks very toppy. Look at that. Lost the 200 on the 1 hour. And it's in a clap gap. Is this a short?
Looks very bearish. Potentially very bearish. Head and shoulder?
This just looks like just...
complex, yeah. It's giving head and shoulders. Giving just top, man. All types of fair value gaps.
Where's the... I'm curious where the fib level is here. Okay, now we got to keep in mind this is the Nasdaq, so we'll see what the the RWA version of the chart looks like. I do want to draw a fib here. A gold pocket retracement gives us a 5-to-1. A 786 retracement gives us a 7-to-1. Okay, please tell me this looks the same. MSFT. What am I on the 1 hour?
Where are you?
That's wild. Same asset, by the way. Here's the asset on Nasdaq, and here's the asset on. I guess they look pretty similar. This one is way extended below the 200 though.
Yeah, those moving averages ain't gonna be the same.
So this one, if 502, this one would bring our stop loss at 490. Yeah, then the R&R is not going to work out, or it's not going to be as nice as the other one. But this looks very bearish to me.
I was trading this. I would put my stop loss above the right shoulder. Is that too deep?
I mean,
and then take it all the way down to the end of the clap gap, right?
Here?
Yeah, to there, yeah. Stop loss above the right shoulder, TP all the way down there. Give it all back.
That's almost a 4-to-1.
That makes sense. It's just, you got to understand, it's not a great entry right now, right? Small time frame. And I've been working on that, man. I'm so high time frame focused. Like sometimes my entries suck, like this one, like just jumping in on the short while it's been dumping for a while. It's a horrible entry in a small time frame, but the direction should be okay. You just have to expect some some drawdown.
Look at the 4 hour.
Utterly dumping.
Was that a dirty Dave there?
He said, please check link. I'll be checking it in the background. I got you.
It was a dirty Dave. Oh, not these two on Market Cipher. What about RSI? Yeah. Yeah, that was dirty. The only discrepancy was this high here, right? This high took out the previous high in terms of momentum, but ultimately it rolled over. This is on the 4 hour time frame.
There it is, the hour. We just closed the hourly candle. We should have some volatility in some of these charts and some movement if there was any stagnation.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind right now. 1 hour candle close. How did it close for Bitcoin? I would say it was monkish, a monkish close, man. I mean, it didn't even lose 50% of the candle, and we have some buying pressure in that wick. It's monkish. It's just sideways. It's consolidation to me. But could it be a top? It looks like it could be a small tweezer top, potentially. I mean, zoom in on a 30-minute. It's just sideways, man. I can't call it bearish. I can't. Is it extended? Yes. Is it far from the 21? Yes. Am I shorting it? Yes. But man, this thing is bullish. It's bullish currently. I like to be very clear with my language and semantics. This is bullish, a bullish trend, but it could be potentially bearish because of how extended you are, from the 21 and that resistance on, what was it, the 4 hour? The 4 hour resistance. See the perfect rejection so far. We'll see. I mean, likely this could just go sideways, recharge and reset, and then attack. That's what's likely going to happen. Attack and clap out anybody who's trying to short this market. How about we look at the liquidation heat map? We haven't really taken a look here today. Look how much we haven't looked at it. There's no data. Refresh it. Refresh the data. Here we go. Damn. The 5-minute liquidity for Bitcoin heavily favors the upside at this zoom level. Check that out. 64,500. Hot on the chart. And right above our highs, a 64,202 could set off the fire to the upside. But zoom out to get a more accurate representation of the liquidity abroad. We have a local liquidity to the upside, 64,330, 64,488, 65,000, of course. And then to the downside, which is also very concentrated but far away, 62,478. And we'll zoom out. Look at the 15-minute time frame. It's the liquidation heat map of the futures market, the perp market on Binance. This is what we're looking at. This is the stop losses and the liquidation levels of futures traders. All right. I would say we're almost like equal distance to both major zones, with maybe some slight favorites to the upside because of this local liquidity that can act as a bridge. Yeah, but tons of liquidations on both sides. Will we get a short squeeze or a long squeeze? Is the 4 hour perspective. 4 hour perspective. They got it on both sides, folks. They got it on both sides. Zoom out, Monk man. It looks like this. Tons of local to the upside. But look, all this hot concentrated at 57,000 is a real possibility. Interesting. All right. How about that Bitcoin battlefield? The battle's ongoing between the bulls and the bears. Current price $64,045 for Bitcoin, $40.5 million sell wall, and a $45.9 million buy wall. Who's in control? I can't tell. It looks equal to me. At this exact moment, it looks equal in the order book. That's what this represents. And speaking of order book, I'll pull up the order book. Opposite from the liquidity heat map, we also have an order book heat map. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like right now. And let's get rid of this Calm Clapper. Got the Calm Clapper version on Market Monkey 2. I've been getting to work with AI and programming over the weekend. And where is my indicators? Turn on the indicators, the order book heat map. There we go. See, on the chart right there, you see lines on fine. What happened to my candles? I think I hid my candles. Fine. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Let me just change layouts here. Go to Zen TPO. Much better. All right.
It glitches a lot, huh?
It does glitch a lot. I got to say, I have no affiliation with Market Monkey. I use it, but yeah, man, definitely very glitchy. But I love the data. Unlike a trading view that does not give you access to live order book data, there's a limitation. Market Monkey does. So if you look at these lines in the chart, just like that other liquidation heat map we're looking at, same kind of idea, liquidity on the chart, but instead of it being like forced buys to the upside, short squeezes and forced sells to the bottom side, this is the opposite. Is resistance above us, sells above us, and support below us, buys below us in the spot market. All right, we can see the buy and the sell walls. Currently, the biggest sell wall I'm seeing is around 64,800. A lot of sell orders in the spot market. And then the buy wall, I'm seeing around 62,000, just about even. There is your buy wall for Bitcoin. And how about CVD? The cumulative volume delta expressed as candlesticks. This is not price we're looking at. We're looking at the cumulative volume delta, how aggressive the buyers versus the sellers are in the order book. And right now, I got to say the buyers are more aggressive on this time frame, the 15-minute time frame. The buyers in control of the orders in the order book. But recently, the bears stepping in. Bitcoin starting to consolidate and flag. What do you think about it, folks? Are you shorting it or are you longing it? What are you doing, Dave? Did you make up your mind yet?
No, I'm for Bitcoin direction.
Yeah, well,
yeah. I want to look for continuation, but I don't think it's ready yet. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I was sitting there watching the price action. It was like it'd be stuck at like 63,550 for like 45 seconds. Like not even move, not even a decimal. And they'll move $1. Then stuck there for another like 15, 20 seconds. And then it will go down 0.2. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to move down. And then, so it feels very, I don't know if the right word is stuck, but it feels very non-volatile. And well, if you're a trader, you want the volatility, right? Volatility is your friend. And so, but overall, I'm looking for continuation for Bitcoin. Did you look at the liquidity?
Yeah, we just
on trading different.
Yeah, we just looked at that. Yeah, for BTC, it favors the upside in the short term heavily.
Did you reach out to those guys yet?
I'll do it today, Dave. Right here.
Because
right in front of you. You want access. We got to get your access.
Yeah, I'm not trying to pay for it either because they're getting free promo.
You're the big boss around here. Like, seriously, we are hooking them up. They better hook us up.
They're getting free promo. They can throw me a free account.
Literally, yeah. And it's only up to me. I'm slowing you down, Dave.
Well, you can give me their contact info. I can reach out to them.
Yeah. I do have the email like one of the founders or whatever. I think I should email him directly since he emailed me,
Oh, you have contact with him?
Yeah.
Email him directly. Yeah.
Directly.
You always go to the source.
Yeah.
See the water? Search the water, find it, and go there and start drinking it. Did you enter into your ladder short?
I did. I'm in it. I'll show you in just 1 second. I'm just starting a poll. All right. I did start the ladder short. I think it's slightly up. Not sure. I have to take a look. Okay. We'll see. We'll put in the calm clapper 2 of the test.
So while he's doing that, I am patiently waiting for, I think Circle's going to get a breakout here. And that measured move.
Yay.
78.64.
If that happens, I won't be poor no more, Dave.
Something tells me you're not poor already.
Tired of being poor. All right.
2.5 to 1 on a full measured move. It's still too early though, so I think this thing bing bongs. Also, the 5 minutes a little concerning. When we go too long consolidating, right? It goes from a bull flag to hey, this is looking awfully similar to an old Simpsons character here. Bloop. So I would like to see if this is in fact a bull flag, which right now it is. 5 minute it is, 10 minute it is, 15, 30, yada yada. if this really is a bull flag that's about to break out, I want to see it break out, I don't know, the next 2 hours. Because if we get another, 2 hours of sideways consolidation on a 5-minute or a 10-minute time frame, it starts to look more like a top than a bull flag that's about to break out. But it's still too early to tell. Once we get that breakout, I'll be looking for a retest for a long. And I'm assuming it's probably going to happen towards the end of the trading day. So maybe we'll catch her right before we end the show, around noon Pacific time. But right now, I have my eye on that one. And I was looking for like a triple Q or an S&P 500 trade. They're actually looking relatively bearish here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Here's the 1 hour is approaching the 200. 200 is starting to curve over. It's about damn time. We've been so far from that 200.
Seriously. But just be careful. That's all-time high territory for the S&P right there. That is the all-time high.
But it's supposed to continue to just give us new all-time high after
forever,
all-time high, right? Seriously,
forever.
The money's deflationary.
Yeah.
Inflation.
I agree, but for me personally, not my favorite place to trade.
Well, if we get a 200 touch on the 1 hour, I'd be interested in a potential long. But we'll see how this thing pans out. If we look at the higher time frame, is there any signature specials here?
Mm-hmm.
No. No bear div here, no bear div. We're looking at the 4 hour time frame. What about the 8 hour? 8 hour at the 21. Okay, that's interesting. I think it's going to lose that 21 or that 8 hour 21 and come down to that 4 hour, or that was that daily 200? The 1 hour 200. So that's the S&P, and then here's the triple Q. It looks awfully similar. 15-minute lost at 21, lost at 200 on a close. But also, just be aware, I see a lot of fake outs. We did the same thing back here. We lost it on the close, got rejected, until ultimately it was more, we reclaimed it an expansion to the upside. This one, we did have some bear div on the triple Q, on every single momentum indicator, the market cipher, the RSI, and the stochastic oscillator. But obviously that was, second high happened, was it this morning? Move that out of the way. Yeah, this morning at around 3 in the morning. And then right now we're trading below that 200 MA on the 15-minute time frame. 30-minute losing it, 45-minute not quite yet. And the 1 hour, we still got a ways to go. 728 is the 1 hour 200 MA on the triple Q. So yeah. Another one I wanted to look at was BitTensor, and you can jump in whenever you want.
Sure.
But another one I want to take a look at was BitTensor. I just have a feeling, man. Just got a feeling that BitTensor is about to blow the roof off this mother. And if you look at what Bitcoin did on the where's Bitcoin on the hour, on the daily time frame, it's kind of what I feel like BitTensor is going to give us, right? It's just teetering between the 50 and the 21. It's been doing that, wicking up, wicking down. There's a lot happening in this ecosystem, and I think it's due time for this thing to just start taking out some of these highs. I think in December, we'll be at a year removed from its first halving, which if you follow Bitcoin historically, right, we have the halving, we got to run up to the halving happens, sometimes we get a big push, sometimes we don't. It goes down, consolidates, and eventually it starts to go back, slowly start grinding back up again. The difference here is there's actual use case and utility, and people are actually using it in terms of, the last halving cycle, you can argue, sure, were people buying and storing Bitcoin? Yes. Were they using it for peer-to-peer? Not really, right? Bitcoin is not the best way to move money from point A to point B anymore. You're not going to move $10 and pay $3 in fees, right?
Damn.
Just doesn't make sense. But BitTensor, on the other hand, it does have the use case, it does have the utility, and it's in a space that is, can we argue, the space that's got the most excitement around this since the .com era? Maybe even more than the .com era. And we're talking, of course, artificial intelligence. So if you're spot positioned BitTensor, I think you're going to be very happy if you remain patient. But even if you're in a swing long from, I don't know, the bottoms here, somewhere around, I don't know, $180, even from now, I think this thing's going to pay off. And I bought a little more BitTensor. I'm going to start allocating my Tau to some subnets. If you guys want me to make a video on which subnets I'm allocating my Tau to and how to do it, maybe I'll do it for Discord, or I'll do it for the members on YouTube. But if you guys want to see that, put a 1 in the chat. I think there's a lot of great opportunities. You know, we can take 5 Tau, 1 Tau, 10 Tau, 50 Tau, and we can try to 2, 3, 4x that thing in a few months if we put it in the right subnets and we practice some safe allocating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
Bitcoin losing 64?
Not about that. I'm concerned. I'm really Clappy, usually one of the most bullish people here, man. He's always going for the long, the short-term long. Very Clappy, right? Living up to the name. And he says the 15-minute printed a Clappy special. He's a short setup. He's taking this short.
What's a Clappy special?
Yeah, can you explain to us what a Clappy special is, Clappy? He says he's thinking we get a nice pullback on Bitcoin. That is concerning. I've never seen Clappy bearish. How are you bearish, Clappy? What's going on? Talk to me. And what is a Clappy special? But yeah, Bitcoin is rejecting from that 4-hour resistance so far. We'll see. It's still bullish overall. I don't want to say this is 100% going to reject, but anybody who's been watching me, I've been preaching short every major resistance. All right, short every major resistance for Bitcoin, and this is a major resistance to me, the 4-hour. The 4-hour. This is my alignment time frame. It was a buy signal, but we just extended, my friends. Stop being bearish, Monk Man. It's hard, man. It's hard. The data is pointing me in that direction. The data is pointing me there. But how about some other coins, man? Like, where's the opportunity? You're bullish for Bitcoin right now, Dave.
I'm looking for a continuation.
But you're not in a Bitcoin trade because you're waiting. Is there an altcoin that is in a discount that you can ride to the upside with Bitcoin without having to wait?
BitTensor.
BitTensor's it. Tao's for sure it. Are you getting into the trade?
Not for sure it, but
it's a good one.
TradFi looks like, what the hell was that?
That was low volume virtuals, I think. Yeah, it's just a bad exchange.
30-minute?
It was just bad exchange. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Bad exchange. There we go. It's pumpy.
I think virtuals gets a pump too, man.
It's pumpy. Let's go to higher time frames. 4-hour resistance. 4-hour freaking resistance, man. Yeah, the daily is not really doing much, but it is bullish in the small time frames. As you can see, bullish moves here. All right, how about XLM? Not really doing too much here. I'm just scanning the market. Caspa bearish right now. Okay, Caspa. Doge resetting and maybe pumping right now. Doge. It's a flag. 10-minute time frame. Let's put it on a 15. Looks something like that. Okay. ENA. Okay, trying to hold that bottom, triple bottom. I'm just scanning. I'm scanning. Here's Link. I shorted Link with the Calm Clapper. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, we got clapped out on the other short.
Yeah.
I closed that trade out early.
Link is hella bullish, man.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I've been holding Link for years. Never sold any Link. 2 weeks ago, I divested a little bit. And it fucking popped.
Of course.
So you guys are very welcome. Those of you, the Link Marines, who still haven't sold.
Soul looking healthy, man, for a bullish move there. Healthy. Flag over flag. XMR taking off, guys.
Damn, Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin.
What's Bitcoin doing? Oh my God. We're coming to that resistance right now. Uh-oh. Get those other orders ready. Calm Clapper. Get ready. Here's the other orders. There we go. I'm in one order right now. Here's my second order, 64.7. Damn. Let's see if it survives my booby traps.
Those look like booby traps. Come on, step right up.
It's like a minefield, it's like a field. I set mines out. I put those old Vietnam style like traps, with when they dig out the floor, they put the spikes in it.
No, this is like the Strait of Hormuz where they put all the mines underwater.
Yeah.
And you have no idea where the hell it is.
Let's see if it makes it through it. I put it basically at every resistance. This wicks right there. Bam. Order me in. Right here, that's previous support resistance. Bam. Order me in. One last level. Bam. Order me in or clap me silly. The trap is set.
Man, this looks so bullish. The problem is
it's so bullish.
But I would love to wait to see if Bitcoin can close above the 200 on the 4-hour, but we're talking about waiting another 2.5 hours. Now, I don't mean that in I'm trying to rush into a trade, but you'd love to see it happen on the show, right? That's the whole point of doing a trading show is you do it live. And I don't know if we're going to get that. Also, Green Dot of Doom just printed.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is, I don't know how many of you like this signal, but this is pretty damn accurate. It's not perfect. Like here, it didn't work out, right? And now what am I talking about? I'm talking about two market cipher A indicators flashing, right? The first is going to be your blue triangle. This is your, your kind of, hey, be careful, your warning. Then you get the green dot, and then typically you see a reversal.
Bitcoin is ripping right now. Yeah. Absolutely ripping.
Damn, 64.3.
Ripping through the resistance and tearing the bears apart. Let's look at a 5-minute time frame. How does it look from a liquidation standpoint, a clapulation standpoint? I want to see the red. Show me the red. There we go. We got stop losses right here. You think you're safe, but your stop loss is right there. 64,500. The bulls coming for you, and they smell the blood. How about right here? 65,000. Lots of stop losses of the bears. The bulls are pushing. They're coming for you. Here we go. Battlefield. Bulls win, baby.
Look at this 15-minute.
Damn. Clean break. Are you taking it back, David?
Taking what back?
Are you taking a back? A back. Has it taken your breath away?
No.
No.
A move like this? No.
Okay.
I've been doing this. I've been in big crypto a long time, man.
You're very quiet and observant.
Well,
I want to see you.
I'm living up to my name. Very quiet and observant. I'm observing.
Yeah. I would push into the supply zone, guys. I'm looking at the casino. Push into the supply zone. 2 possible price reversals means nothing right now. We got to pull to the upside. 75 trades per minute. High volume now. 80 trades per minute. 1 minute through the 30 minute. All bullish right now. Continuation, my friends. Moving to the upside. Bitcoin destroying the bears. Damn. I love it. I love it, man. I'm glad to see Bitcoin getting a move here. I don't care what happens. If I'm short, it don't matter. I'm happy to see movement in the price. And I got to say, man, if we clear 64.4 right now, if we get above 65.5, the shorts at the top of the range ain't safe, including mine, not safe. Well, I mean, I'm technically safe. My stop loss is in break even. I won't lose money. But, man, the shorts ain't safe up there, my friends. Damn. Overextended on the stochastics and the RSI, both nearing 100. 100, but it doesn't matter. How's CVD looking? I want to look at real life CVD. Bam, the bulls in control. Pushing up in the order book, more aggressive in the buys. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, man. A nice bullish move here for Bitcoin. CBD following up. Look at the volume. The volume is incredible right now. We're seeing high volume on a Monday, a manipulative Monday, a false move Monday. We're pushing to the upside. Do you trust it? Do you trust the price action? Does it have anything to do with trust? Talk to me in the chat. We're getting close to the sell wall, Dave. 64,700 is the sell wall. Major resistance for Bitcoin. In fact, it's getting closer. Look, 64,486. That is the sell wall. It could possibly absorb the buyers.
Well, let's see the absorption.
Let's see the absorption live. But look at the volume. You see that volume freaking bar? Man, high volume.
I'd be careful trying to short, man. I don't know.
I agree. At
least scalping. If you have a longer term plan.
Yeah. You see what I did my short? I didn't do no 5-minute short or nothing like that. You know, my short is macro style, or meso, I would say. Meso.
Actually, the 10-minute looks like a nice short.
Oh, man. Just dish out the clappings in advance, Laura. Just dish them out in advance.
I think the overall lack of sleep the last week is starting to play mind tricks on me.
Oh, no.
But look at the volume divergence here. I mean, not the volume, the momentum divergence. Look at that. And now we have a liquidation, or not liquidation, a liquidity grab wick to the upside. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, is that what? I was reading a comment.
Yeah.
I
was saying momentum. Look at the divergence with momentum here. And then this ends up now being a liquidity grab wick to the upside.
Yeah.
Can you pull up the liquidity one more time?
Yeah, sure.
And drop a line at 64,388.
64,388. All right, I'll drop a horizontal line. I'll just type in the coordinates. 64,388. And there we go, right there. There's the line. Yeah, there's that liquidity grab right there.
Yeah, can you zoom in so it's more...
Yeah, the only problem is it's like even more liquidity above it. You see that? Like we barely even touched the red. The red is right there, 64,534. I don't think this thing is done.
See, if I had my own right now, what I'd do is I'd cycle through the different time frames and see if there's a gap right there. Is there a gap in volume, or is there a gap in orders right there? Right where that horizontal blue line is.
Yeah.
On the 15-minute, the 1 hour, what do you have, the 4 hour and the daily?
15, 1 hour, 4 hour, yeah.
Is there any gap there? Because if there's a gap there, I want to short.
A gap between here and where?
Right where that blue line is. Is there a gap above there?
Okay.
Like, did we take the liquidity and now there's still some above us, but there's a little bit of a gap?
Okay, we zoom out, we start to a little bit see a gap. Let's go to a higher time frame, 15-minute. There's a little gap right there at that zoom level, like 64, 641, around that area. See, we could just play with the zoom level, There you go. Let's go to 1 hour. Yeah, there's another little gap right there. Yeah, same thing, 64.6, small gap in liquidity. What are you trying to do, like put a stop loss there?
Yeah, or to see if this 10-minute candle is going to be very interesting once it closes.
Yeah. And profit, someone says profit more says liquidation heat maps show limit buy orders and sell orders above price, not stop losses. I think you're right for the order book, but not necessarily for the liquidation heat map like this on futures is what I'm looking at. I'll double check that for you, but to my understanding, my friend, and I'm always willing to adjust my understanding if I'm ever wrong. All right. If I'm ever wrong, I like to know the truth and not what I believe to be true. Amen. Amen. I'll double check that for you. But this liquidation heat map, very different from the order book heat map. All right. What I believe you're referring to is this order book heat map. These are limit orders above and below price. You know, you got resistance above us, sell walls above us, support below us, limit buys below us. But in the liquidation heat map, it's a different story. It's a different story. These are forced buys above us, not resistance. force buys above us that accelerates the price to the upside, and force sells below us that accelerates the price to the downside. Short squeezes and long squeezes based on stop losses and liquidation levels. But trading different is pretty good with providing a documentation. So you should be able to go right here and just go to liquidation heat map, go to heat map, and look, it shows you the bottom. There you go. Algorithm process real-time data, multiple liquidity providers. Boom, boom, boom. Weighted average price. Look, estimates likely liquidation levels, open positions. Says, while we don't know the exact information about the leverage used in these trade, our models provide statistical risk models, 7 years. Yeah, you got to look at the whole documentation and read what exactly they're all showing. But this, it should include stop losses as well, to my understanding. I'll look into the documentation, my friend. I appreciate your input. All right. So what's going on in the 4 hour? Are we getting rejected right now? Is that a wick rejection right there? Did we give it all back already? We're back below the 200 in the 4 hour. But when you look at the 5 minute, I mean, it's no big deal, right? Just a quick liquidity grab. And now what? Do we put in a lower high? Do we put in a higher high? How are we looking overall? We got folks bullish, bearish, scratching their heads. I got a poll out there I'm going to check on. We ask people, are they clapping to the upside or the downside? Yeah. Uliani says, this will be support. This will be support. Maybe. Maybe we flip some level. We just got above a local PLC. How those altcoins looking? How you guys looking with the soul trades? And how's Hyperliquid doing? Hyperliquid.
Hashker said, Bitcoin breaks the daily fair value gap. It's a short squeeze.
It's definitely a short squeeze. It's actively a short squeeze, as we can see with the small time frames in that liquidity zone. There we go. Small break at that 65.6 and even 65.3 right here. Small break. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Is this what he's talking about right here?
What are you looking at? Let me see. What you looking at? That's the daily drop. Okay. What are you pointing out?
He pointed out a fair value gap. I'm assuming
gotcha.
he's, I mean, unless he's talking about here up to 67K. But I'm looking at this entire move down here. We probably created some gaps there as well. Let's throw on.
Oh, for sure.
Wow. No fair value gaps printed on Lux Algo on the daily. Interesting there. Usually it shows you. Unless that indicator is just not working, because I don't see any fair value gaps anywhere. There should be some more fair value gaps. What about 4 hour?
FVG.
Okay. I want to take a look back at Circle. Let's see if that thing's popped or if it's ready to pop. Microsoft was another one. This one, I think it was the 1 hour. You see, it was at 480 the last time. I mean, what did I have it at? 480. It's moved down less than $1. So although it looks bearish, it's just not ready to do anything yet. But Circle might be a different story. Let's look at Circle. Circle, I think, was on the 10-minute. See? Circle losing it. It was, now it's starting to look like a little bit of a top here.
No.
With 3 blood diamonds? Here. 30-minute below the 9 MA. I think the 30 minutes got a red dot as well. Yeah, 30-minute red dot printed. So it was 2 candles ago, but still. And then the 1 hour, the medium time frames look better. The 1 hour, you can say the 45.
Look at the last time it consolidated right there on that 21. Damn, it looked good, but it just lost it all.
We're talking about right here?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that past pump. right there. Yeah, it touched the 21.
Right here.
The next one.
Right here.
No, right. I'm sorry.
Right here.
The highest high.
Right here.
Is it? Yeah, right there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, see, it was consolidating, nice little flag. It looked bullish at the time.
Yeah.
But then, pow, it just came.
I mean, technically, it put in a higher high.
Yeah.
But then it dumped.
It lost it. Are we gonna do the same thing here? Like, what's up, man? What's up, Circle?
Probably.
Come on.
Unfortunately, probably. Unfortunately for the spot holders, 10-minute. Yeah, this is starting to look more and more like a top to me. I don't know. Obviously, I get technically still bullish consolidation. We're putting in higher lows, lower highs after a big move. That is a flag. But at some point, the flag's got to break. You know, you can't extend further than the pole is. Right? Then it starts looking like a top. Or then it just starts looking like what the hell are you doing? So Circle is one that maybe just gives it all back, man. Maybe it comes down to that POC on the 5-minute down at $71. $71.90. Yeah. That ended up being I think Bitcoin gets a this is so hard because we have bear div here. Expecting another bounce at the 21 MA, but this could be where Bitcoin just completely loses it. And that 4-hour, man, this looks like a short on the 4-hour.
Damn. Well, that's what I'm short on, right? 4-hour. Damn. And it's funny how they try to wick people out. Like people like me that, normally, pre-calm clapper, JP, would definitely have a stop loss right above that 200 and get wicked out right now, right?
So what happened to me?
How about this, man? Do we short hyper liquid on the 4-hour? Yes, it's bullish. Yes, it broke above the 200. Yes, multiple bullish crosses. But man, it looks like a top to me and has a red dot. Is extended to the upside. It's far from the 21. It looks like that. It's still bullish, but man, it looks like a top. Hyper liquid, just an idea. I'm looking for altcoins to short at this time. Yes, I am. Because I'm a little bit still in the short resistance camp with Bitcoin. I'm bearish on Bitcoin. So if that's the case, I could be bearish on some altcoins here. Shout out to Scalper Geisha. Says JP, go short, Monk, man. I'm short already. I'm short on the 4-hour for Bitcoin. And I used the calm clapper. And it looks like this. Here's all my orders. I set some booby traps. And it's actually a shame I didn't get a hit into the second order right here. Activated the second order. It was so close. I actually wanted it to hit me in. That would have been nice. Because then I would have a bigger position size to bring it down. But it's also a good thing, too. I have more safety still. And in fact, I can get rid of an order if I want. I can get rid of an order, reduce risk, and even bring it back. And then even bring my stop loss back if I want. I have flexibility. Flexibility, okay? Price will not corner me. This is 4D chess. And I'm a chess master. All right.
Are you giving a trade on Hyperliquid?
I might be.
If you're not, I got one.
What you got? How's it look?
I like this short on the 12-hour. It's a macro bear flag. We're right at the top of the range. If we were to market order in here, squeeze your stop right above that wick. And dare I say, this is going to be such a massive move. Let's be conservative. Where does this thing break? So the full measured move would be to take the entirety of the leg here. This entire leg, right? This is a head and shoulders into a bear flag. You can call it a complex M pattern. That's a 7.6 to 1.
Gotta be kidding me.
Down to $45. With a stop above 60. I like that.
And a head and shoulder on the 30-minute time frame. We're getting multi-nexus confirmation here, my friend.
Call trade alert. Nolan, we hired a new employee. I just want to know, Nolan, this is your hazing. Yeah, you know how you get hazed, so you got to pick up all these dollar bills at the end of the show.
Not now.
The trade alert, hyperliquid, and now
he's like ready to come in.
All right, this one's going on everything. This one's going on breakout. Actually, I'm not going to put it on BitUnix. I'll put it on breakout and BTCC. Oh, by the way, if you have a breakout account, you'll notice all the altcoins, not all, majority of them got a bump on leverage.
Okay.
So everyone that was like, oh, well, you can't really do leverage. And they're on their way to the only thing, they don't have custom time intervals. So we'll do this. We'll just copy our trade here, and we're going to just market order and we're going to market order into this thing. Our stop is above $60, 60.11. TP down at $45. 300 for 3K. Oh my God.
Why don't they have the 12-hour?
300 for 3K. I like that.
What's the stop loss you have for that 12-hour?
65. It's on the 12-hour. It's at 65. Or no, 60, not 65. My bad. 60.71. In fact, I need to move this up.
60.71 for the stop loss.
Yeah. Bam. Sure, we're going to go like that right there.
And TP is what?
$45.
Damn.
That's a and if you go to the daily and you look across, that's a very, very key level for hyperliquid. And then I'm going to put this on BTCC as well. Let's go. So here are the numbers. The entry is now, your stop is above, it's at 60.7. That's your stop loss, and your TP's at $45. So, yeah. Okay. Let's do this one as well. Let's pump up the leverage, pump up the volume. Okay, for this one, let's keep it there. This one, I think we should be able to go to the 12-hour for this one. Oh, can't type it in on BTCC. Man, come on, guys. Get your shit together. Everyone.
Everybody, get it together, please.
All right. So, stop loss 60.71. TP at 45. Damn, this is such a nice trade here. Hopefully we don't get wicked out. 150 for 1,000. I like it. Open short. All right. We are in a short. And let me check in on my IBM trade real quick. Is there any bull div? Maybe I'll bail on this trade. Take my profit. There we go. IBM. Look at that entry. Damn. It's beautiful. It's a work of art.
I'm loving it.
Starting to see a lot of green dots flash though. Stokes high. Any bull div here? Let's take a peek. A little bit of bull div. You do got a little bit of bull div. what I'm going to do is
What you gonna do, Dave?
I don't know. I'm debating on whether I should just bring my stop. Essentially kind of bailing on the trade, but not really bailing on the trade. I like the 5 minute. I like the 5 minute 50 because this covers this high here. What would that give me? It would. Fail to modify order. Okay, so you can't modify stops. What about here? It's on the 5 minute 50. I don't think I have the 50, but it's about right there. starting to make a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here on the 5-minute time frame here.
Ooh.
What?
I was at the Nasdaq. It got really bearish. The Nasdaq open higher, went lower, now down for the day, but extended.
I did give the hyperliquid numbers. Okay. So right now in 2 trades, hyperliquid short and an IBM short. I'm just going to keep my original TP, man. I think it's still a little early. And this 4-hour candle, if it closes and it looks like this, beware of a potential massive red candle to the downside, which would set up an evening star pattern. So another 2 hours and 15 minutes left for that candle to close. Okay. I have to use the restroom.
Okay. Do you think? So we got Nasdaq coming down, gold and silver coming down in the short term, but still the bullish trend. And oil is skyrocketing right now, guys. Skyrocketing. Oil on a 5-minute time frame now. You know, so grain of salt. But what's going on? You know, show me the charts. I'll show you the news. I don't know. Something going on in that strait. Is oil coming and rising right now from geopolitics? Where's the Zen detectives and Zen journalists? I need y'all in the chat right now. I need y'all in the chat. And how we feeling, folks? Are we feeling good? Could we get a quick purge while the boss is gone? I'm gonna hit the alarm real quick. Hit the alarm. Bah! Oops, I pressed the button. I probably shouldn't have did that. Sorry, Laura. Hit the alarm real quick. Come on. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. All right, there's a short squeeze inbound for Bitcoin. The bears are getting roasted. That's right, roasted, including me. But I got a multi-layered approach, folks. Here we go. Here's the battlefield. Funny enough, the battlefield says the bears in control right now. Look, the bears are in control at the moment. Is that what's happening? Is the bears getting a stronghold on the bulls? How we doing, folks? Give me the files. Give me the Buddhas. How we feeling? Where we from? Who's brand new to the channel? Welcome into Sin City Crypto. We're live every single day. What coins do you want to see? Who's a bull? Who's a bear? Who's a monk in a chair? Bitcoin kind of just consolidating here. This reminds me of yesterday. The slow, steady consolidation and a strong bullish trend right now. Very risky short in this, even though the higher time frames have us at resistance. The 4-hour resistance, the 8-hour resistance at the super trend. Wow, we really that high on the 8-hour, guys. There's nothing stopping us from testing 65,200. Taking out the highs on the 8-hour time frame. I see it. Momentum coming to the upside. I said, why is BTC going up and oil going up and Nasdaq going down? What's going on? Why did the whales front run BTC this morning? It's a wacky, maniacal, well, that's not the right word. Manical Monday? I don't know. It's a manic Monday. It's a manipulative Monday. A false move Monday. A clap you Monday. It's a clap you Monday. And I'm first in line for the clapping. Oh, man. Pushing up on that 8-hour time frame. Pushing up. Can we take out those highs? Is my short safe? I don't think I'm safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Make it zen, please, Laura. Make it zen. Crypto Andin says, I told you don't short. I told you so. All right. Breathe in. Work on that posture, monk man. Work on that posture. All right. And just be chill. Be zen in these charts. What's going to happen is what's going to happen. It's not up to me to say what's going to happen. Amen. It's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's not up to anybody. It's up to the market. You know, the market is a living, breathing organism that we can't quite figure it out. It is an alien organism that we can't figure out. But, we take advantage when price is extended and the probability favors going in one direction over the other. And on the 8 and the 12-hour time frame, I'm now starting to see a double bottom. Can you see that larger double bottom and price above the POC of the range, the visual range? All right. So are we just still in this tight range? Have we never lost this range? Let's talk ranges. Let's talk ranges. What is the range? What's the dealing range, Monk man? Give me the fixed range of volume profile. And let's get an extended range here. And there we are. Value area low, 62,443. A value area high, 65,390. I don't see what's stopping us from testing the value area high and stopping out the shorts. Stomping out the shorts. I see nothing stopping us from testing the next resistance. It's a clean break. If you look at it on the 12-hour, a clean break with a green dot, a buy signal on market cipher B. If you're shorting, you're now fighting against the 12-hour trend. The 12-hour is pushing up. 2 big body green candles could give us 3 white soldiers leading the reversal and testing the upside. Damn. Yeah, we are breaking the resistances. We are breaking it. How about the daily? Look at the bullish engulfing candle on the daily. Man, when did they give us the green dot on the daily? Was it just last night? Was it this morning? Look how quick price can change. One candle changes the story. We were so bearish down here. But you see, we tapped the value area low. You see why it's important to draw the ranges. You have to know where you are in the ranges. Get bullish at the bottom of the range. Amen. In the congregation. Get bullish at the bottom of the range. Get bearish at the top of the range. I got to say, I did a really good job of getting bearish at the top of the range. But Monk man, you came all the way down here to the bottom of the range and you didn't get bullish. Clap me, Laura. Clap me. I'm trying. Clap me. I did a great job of shorting the top of the range, still in the short. But man, you're supposed to long the bottom of the range, the low stochastics, the green dot on the daily. But it happened so quick. It happened so quick, guys. This daily just skyrocketed since last night. It was a clapper in all forms. Last night. Look at the weekly. They gave us a bearish engulfing weekly candle close and then ripped the price. They ripped it. They ripped the price after giving a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame. What do you think of it? What I think of it is I think the weekly is still potentially bearish. But we have a bullish daily, man. We have a bullish daily that is pushing up and is now test the resistance. This is the resistance. We're above it. Is it support now? Are we comfortably above it? Look, we're above the 200 MA on the weekly time frame. What is happening? That you know how important the yellow line is to me. We're above the yellow line, 200 MA. Make it zen again, Laura, and widescreen it. I gotta wash my face and my feet in the river, man. I need a narrative cleanse. I need a narrative cleanse. I've been a bad monk. Oh. Wash my face and my feet in the river, man. Cleanse myself of my bearishness. Cleanse myself of my bearishness, man. We're now above the 200 MA. We're above the 200 MA. This is narrative changing levels. Can we hold the level? Do we test 64,895? That could change everything. We still have weekly bullish divergence. Zoom out. Zoom out on the weekly. Here we go. What do we have? Look, we got a low and a lower low, and then higher lows on the momentum on the weekly, plus we're above the 200 MA. If we can make this a bullish engulfing candle, this can change everything, and I'll be bullish tomorrow. I'll be bullish tomorrow. Hell, I'll be bullish today. But I got to see that daily candle close. I'll be live for the daily candle close. I'll be live for the daily candle close. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're brand new. I'm going live early today. Hey, man, I'm going live early today, and I'm going to wash my face again in the river. Multiple face washes today. Several dozen face washes today. All right, I remain in the short and the higher time frames, but as you can see, guys, that daily is pushing. We tapped that value area low, man. It's so important to be aware of the value area lows and highs and stop being freaking bearish at the bottom of the range. Bullish at the bottom, short at the top. Bullish at the bottom, short at the top. Buy low, sell high. It's simple, right? It's simple until everything looks bearish until a freaking bullish clapper candle comes in. All right, erase the drawings. Go back down to the small time frame, see what's happening. I gotta say, at this exact moment, things looking hella bullish in pretty much every time frame, even the weekly above the 200 MA, daily pushing, bullish engulfing candle, a green dot there, 4 hour above its 200 MA. That's major resistance that we're above. It shows strength in Bitcoin. 15-minute pushing to the sky. I think I get stopped out. Even in the calm clapper trade. It'll be a real calm clapping. Man, Bitcoin bullish as all hell. Bullishness. Where's the bull, Laura? Bring out the bull. Is there a cha-cha bull? I wish I could ride a bull, man. We need a mechanical bull in the studio. When we get excited like this, I'll get on a bull. Ride the bull. Oh man, what is happening here, man? Let's go to some other assets here. And what's happening to Tether dominance and BTC dominance? Anybody care about any dominance charts? I'm gonna go to Ethereum. Is Ethereum a ripping right now? Yeah, it said that's a nice daily candle. I missed those candles. Yeah, a nice candle. Seriously. It said BTC moves on a power law. It's doing something out of the ordinary for sure. Hey, pinky up if we bullish. Hey, green dot on the daily. We bullish, baby. Wow. Ethereum pushing, man. Pushing on the 30-minute time frame. Pushing on the 4 hour. Pushing on the 8 hour. It's pushing. Everything is pushing, Dave. It's getting bullish in here. Everything is pushing. Let's see. What's Solana doing? Sol, that's a stiffy, man, on the 10 hour. Sol is so extended. Oh, wait, this is not Sol. This is SEI. Ah, damn it. Sorry. Here's Sol. What a big difference, right? SEI definitely extended and probably going to zero. I'm joking.
It's dead.
SEI.
Another L1 graveyard token.
Man. Yeah, I had to wash my face, man, a few times. And my feet. Yeah.
Did you know that they finally are doing the trial for the dude who killed Tupac?
I heard about that. Yeah, Vegas dude, right? Yeah. I did hear about that. We think he's the guy who helped set it up. The guy who actually killed him got killed himself a while back in gang warfare, from what I understand. But this is his uncle who helped set it up. He literally set it up. He conspired, so he's just as guilty.
Are you trying to say you got your ear to the streets?
I got my ear to these Vegas streets, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Absolutely. Nothing here.
Crazy.
Nothing here happens without going through me, okay?
I was looking at our Discord. We're 10 people away from 3,000 Discord members.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We have 2,990, I believe.
Holy crap.
The one thing that doesn't show it on the desktop, but you can see it on the app. Let me take a look. Oh, sorry, 80. We're at 2,920. 2,920 Discord members. 80 more. We get to 3,000. And this is a free Discord, of course. Anyone can join. I am looking to make some changes to Discord in terms of security. If anyone is very, very familiar and uses Discord, reach out to me. If you're willing to help out, I want to do as much as we can to stop people from posting scam links and shit like that. I just feel like I'm a Discord retard. So yeah. Okay. I have no idea where you left off or where you're at or what you're looking at, but where'd you leave off? What were you looking at? You're looking at Solana?
I'm looking at everything. Yeah, Solana, ETH, everything pumping right now. Bitcoin pumping. Everything is pumping. My only hate to use the word fear is that are we too bullish right now? Are we getting too bullish in the short term? And this is going to be the exact moment where everything rolls over. Oil exploding to the upside, by the way. Nasdaq coming down.
Was there news on oil?
I don't know. I'm hoping the Zen detectives got me.
I mean, I know there's always something happening in the world of Trump and Iran, but
yeah,
nothing I'm seeing.
I'll take a look here. Hold on. Let me pull up on my screen here. CNBC. Meta. Okay. Legal fight. Okay. Cool. Trump threatens to bomb Oman. If it gets in the way as U.S.-Iran ceasefire expires. Oh.
Wait, what?
We still have ceasefires and stuff going on. Okay. Ceasefire expires.
Yeah, we do for sure.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay.
Because they're negotiating with Iran to open up the strait.
Okay, makes sense.
Behind the U.S.'s back.
Show you the charts. I'll show you the news. I guess there you go, man. Oil exploding. Well, is it still? There it is. That's just a 5-minute though. 30-minute perspective. Yeah, it's exploding. Yeah. 1 hour. Here's the 8-hour. At resistance though. At resistance. Coming on up.
Damn, son.
Damn. Yeah, 4 hour. I'm still long on oil, by the way, but I don't think I could log into my account. Bitunick's being weird today. Try it again. I got one
weird for you too.
Yeah, I got one account working, but
yeah, I was trying to. It wouldn't show up my. It wouldn't pull up my. It wouldn't pull up my balance. It was doing some weird shit, so I haven't put any trades in on it today. Not risking it. You never know. You know.
Yeah, you never know, my friend.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin Casino. Educational. I like how the title of this is Bitcoin Educational Trading and we call it the casino.
Yeah, this is
Ain't nothing educational about no casino, man. Starting to see very similar flashes of what I was watching last night during your stream, during me laying in bed, just trying to. Is anyone a doctor in this mother? I think I'm dealing with insomnia.
Oh yeah. I think I got something for you, man. I'm gonna prescribe you the witch doctor Zen master special. Like what?
I don't even know if I want to.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Do not show my screen. Do not show my screen, Laura.
I ordered some magnesium glycinate. They said that helps regulate your sleep. I do smoke pot from time to time to try to relieve my brain and try to get. My brain is always like going. My brain is always going, and I'm sure looking at this shit doesn't help. So I'm trying to shut my brain off and try to slow it down. You know.
So is it glycine? Is that what you're talking about?
Magnesium glycinate.
Glycinate.
Supposed to help glycinate.
Glycin. I don't know what that is, but glycine, if I'm saying it right, is what I was going to recommend to you. It is a supplement naturally created by our body. And it's pretty harmless, man. You just take it before bed and it just makes you feel tired. You go to freaking sleep, man.
I've tried melatonin. Doesn't work.
Yeah. Glycine. That stuff works for me. Awesome. Glycine.
And do you take it like 30 minutes before you sleep?
I don't take it normally. I only take it when I'm like, I'm wired. Like, I can't freaking sleep and I have something to do tomorrow. I'll take it. And then like in 30 minutes, I'm freaking flatline.
New man?
Yeah.
I mean, not new man.
Glycine. Anybody else got anything for him? Any ideas for the Dirty Dave?
Yeah, because the classic stuff ain't working, my friends. And I'm gonna crash out one of these days if I don't get a proper night's sleep. Eat kiwi before bed. Okay. Few beers. I can't drink alcohol. It gives me acid reflux. Get some Ganoderma mushroom that helps for sleeping. Okay, I'll look into that. Melatonin doesn't work. And then Clapjack said negotiation means open it or we bomb you. Yeah, I know. If Bitcoin gets another possible reversal here, it might be a good, if we're looking to do a quick scalp, maybe a quick short scalp. Very risky though. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Hold it down 1 second, man.
Yeah, you're good. Did you take any? Okay, well, let's take some community requests here. Is there anything you guys want to take a look at? Fucking Tony. No, who was it? It wasn't Tony. It was Volt. Count sheep. Tried that too, and tried counting bison and cow and all the other farm animals. Yeah, none of the classic shit helps me. I don't know. Maybe I'll try the magnesium glycinate that I ordered. That should be in today, so I'm gonna try that. And maybe the pot's keeping me awake. I don't know. Used to help me go to sleep, but not over the last few weeks. So maybe that's something that I need to look into and adjust and stop. Okay, let's take a look at some altcoins here. We are in a hyperliquid short, still in the IBM short. By the way, as any one of you took this IBM short with me, I'm genuinely curious. If you bailed on it, I don't blame you. This thing chopped sideways for quite a while, but it's ultimately planned out exactly like we thought it would. We'll see if it hits our full TP or not. But that's the trade I'm in. And then the hyperliquid trade right now is in the red 15%, but still early. I feel comfortable where our stop loss is. And if it does decide to break, then no, it is what it is. We take our L and we move on to the next trade. But I do think hyperliquid looks very dumpy. And that was on the 12-hour time frame. Let's take a peek at, let's go to FinViz, man. We haven't looked at FinViz yet. Where is FinViz? Right here. Let's look at the maps. So tech sector looks like so far we have some flat and green. Micron up 4%. We should look at Micron. Let me pull up my handy dandy notepad here. A digital one because I'm not a unk like the guy over here. Okay, so TradFi. We're gonna go MU, not Marvel University or Marvel Universe, but Micron. Marvell Technologies. Interesting. That one is MRVL, I believe. That one's up 6% of the day. Interesting. And then what about comms? Comms are down. Google down. Meta down. Consumer cyclical, which includes your Tesla, your Amazon. Those are all down. Healthcare up. We'll take a look at the groups here in a second. And then consumer electronics. Apple flat. We'll see with the new iPhone announcement coming out. iPhone 18 announcement should be sometime in September. Early September. We'll see how that pans out. Microsoft down. We're looking at Microsoft. Maybe we'll peek back at that one again. If you look at the groups, what's up? On the last one day, industrials and energy are up. Basic materials is pretty much up/flat. And tech is up, but slightly, I would say more flat. On the 1 week, tech up 2.5%. And then over the last 1 month, tech up 8.5%. Let's look at MU. Let's look at some technical indicators here. I do always like to look at the short float. It's at 2.6%, not bad. Insider transactions. This shows you over the last 6 months, what have the insiders done? They've divested 5.5%, but only 0.43% of the float is currently owned by insiders. So a very low number. This is Micron Technology. These guys make they're like NVIDIA, not NVIDIA, SanDisk. They make the memory, the hardware for memory. And we know with AI and data, and take it from us here, we are constantly upgrading and spending money on memory. And so what kind of ratings this guy? Did any new one come in? August 14th, they got an update from New Street. An upgrade from New Street, from neutral to buy. Price target at $12.50. Performance year to date up 256%. Let's go ahead and pull up Micron MU, and let's pull this up on BTCC, because if we find a trade, MU, is this it? $10.16 it is. Okay. So Micron showed up as one that was up on the day. Damn, look at that candle. Holy shit. A little bit of inverse head and shoulders on the daily. That looks like it broke out. Just got a bullish cross, 9 cross above the 50 there. Here is your 10-hour. Look at that consolidation of the 200 and then a big move up here on Micron. So this one is in a clear uptrend. So we look for weakness and we look for potential continuation. I think trying to hit the reverse button on this one is going to be a little risky, as I saw a big move up. I was like, what the hell was that? Here's the 4-hour time frame on Micron. Can we get another 21 MA touch? Let's look at momentum. VWAP coming down. Money flow expanding to the upside. No div there on the RSI. Stokes do look like they want to come down, though. Maybe for a little bit of a reset. Ooh, red dot on the 2-hour time frame. Okay. This does look pretty extended, but not to say that we are looking for a short. Money flow is still thick in the green. Just got a bearish VWAP cross as mentioned. Let's go ahead and draw a fib and see where a likely area of bounce could potentially be. Looking also for confluence with the moving averages. So the first one you see here, very local, is going to be your 236, which is where your 21 MA is right now, and 991.96. But a level that I would be interested in a larger long is going to be the gold pocket, assuming the 21 catches or the 200 catches up here. Looking for a 200 catch-up trade at the gold pocket around we'll call it 9:15, right between 9:12 and 9:18 for a continuation long on Micron. Let's see if there's any short, lower time frame scalp opportunities. As JP chokes, you have life insurance, by the way?
Looks like I'm gonna need it.
Yeah. He said, looks like I'm gonna need it. 15 getting rejected at the 21 MA. Looks like a little bit of a head and shoulders here on the 15-minute time frame. VWAP coming up. Money flow is still in the green. And looks like Stokes are reset, looking for another bid up. But we got to reclaim that 21 MA. So Micron is a wait and see, but I'm waiting for continuation to see a move to the upside. That wasn't worthy of a... I mean, still it was okay, but it wasn't worthy of a. Let's look at Marvel. MRVL. This is Marvel Technologies. I do have this one already. Okay. Let's throw you back on, my friend. Let's go here and let's pull it up on FinViz. Marvel Technologies. Short float at 4%. Okay, that's all good. Damn. Year-to-date performance up 180% with looks like half year excluding dividends up 200%. Got a downgrade on the 15, so we should be seeing some more ratings coming in from some of these larger analysts. So, you got Barclays, you got RBC, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase. Just doing a quick scan. And what I love about FinViz is you can see like the quick headlines here at the bottom. And it's very, very up to date. Looking for any potential negative or positive headline. Memory shares start week strong as SanDisk climb. So it looks like SanDisk is the leader here, right? SanDisk moves, so does Micron, so does Marvel Technologies. And if you don't know what this thing is, you can go down here. It tells you engage in design, development, and sale of integrated circuits. So this is another hardware play here. And looks like Anthropic massive AI revenue surge boosts Marvel. Okay, so it's AI infrastructure. Anthropic's massive AI revenue surge boosts Marvel on AI infrastructure demand. Is on the daily. Let's go to the actual time frame, the chart. Let's start on the daily time frame here. Very similar to what Micron was doing, right? Here's your Micron chart. Here's your Marvel chart. This looks like a... Well, I mean, the downtrend already broke, but obviously continuation. Let's get rid of that because it's no longer relevant. Daily got a beautiful bounce off of that 9 MA. Let's go down to the 10-hour time frame. 10-hour catching some resistance at the 200 MA. Let's bring back our indicators here. I'm going to squeeze this one down. Let's see a little bit more of the price action here. Let's adjust that there. Perfect. Let's go to the 6-hour. Little bit of inverse head and shoulders. That's breaking out above the 200 on the 6-hour, above every moving average on the 6-hour. 50 just crossed. So now looks like we are in sequential order. Your 9, your 21, your 50, then your 200, all in the order they should be for a bullish move. Man, would have loved to get in here at the 21 retest out. Look at that Sammy special there. It got it, lost it, and then continued to the upside. I do think we get one more tap down here, though. This is, I thought we were looking at Micron. This is Marvel. starting to see a little bit of, could this be a flag scenario here? Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. Looks more toppy to me with a little bit of bear div here. A little bit on the RSI. You can call it Class B bear div. We're looking at, well, not really, actually. I'll take it back. I was looking at high 1 to high 2, and then you see a slightly higher high on the RSI on the 30-minute time frame. I'm looking for some sort of bullish consolidation, but this is looking more and more as I zoom in like a head and shoulders pattern here. Low Stokes, hidden bull div on the stochastic oscillator. Here's your market cipher B. Market cipher A gave us a red X off of the 9MA rejection on the 15-minute time frame. Let's go to the 10-minute. This looks like one of those really wide head and shoulders, like it's got wide shoulders.
Yeah.
Like the
broad
head,
shoulders.
kind of tiny. Yeah, the broad. Say broad head and shoulders pattern.
Yeah. Flat head.
What if we... So high time frames tell us continuation, but we're at the 10-hour 200 MA. I'm just brainstorming out loud here. 10-minute looks like a potential short setup. What would that look like? Let's just... $2.6 to 1. Okay. I'm looking for confluence of where my TP would be. Okay, so we have confluence there. 45-minute 50 MA is where the TP would land. I'm looking for TP at around a 200 MA on any of these medium time frames. What about the 4-hour? Come on. Nope. 6, 5, 7. Okay, so we have some 2-hour confluence with the 21 MA. But that would be a pretty deep rejection. My only concern with getting into trades on these ones, these have to be swing trades. These have to be swing trades. But this is... Yeah, this one's a little too risky for a short. If we had more volatility, because the way I look at this is the overall macro trend is up, but the setup is short on the lower time frame. We just don't have enough volatility to get a quick scalp to the downside. I mean, for this thing to move, this thing would have to move down 5%. And stocks just don't really do that around these time of days. I mean, when you saw this big move, it was 6:30 in the morning when the market opened. And then consolidate. We'll see it towards the end. So this one might be one where you get a trade alert in the Discord. If we do start to see some volatility, we'll potentially get a little bit of a worse entry, but at least we'll get the volatility that we need, because in my opinion, for me to short this thing, it has to be a scalp, not a swing trade. Because I think if we're swinging for the upside here as we attempt to reclaim that 200 MA on the 10-hour time frame. And I see Bitcoin seeing a little bit of a pop-up again. Let's go live to the casino. Tapping into that supply zone again.
I'm about to get triggered in for my second order on a BTC laddered entry. Man, here we go. Tag me in, baby.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Bitcoin's getting a nice push. 64.4. Hyperliquid seeing a little bit of a push up as well. Let me pull up a Bitcoin chart here. 5-minute time frame. Seeing a nice pop in volume. Let's see momentum. Momentum right now, equal high, but if it continues, assuming we'll get a higher high on momentum, avoiding any potential bear div. But we've been in overbought territory. I mean, we're above 70. We've been above 70 for most of the last few 10-minute candle sessions. And so we'll see if Bitcoin wants to continue. Here's a 10-minute or here's a 1 minute time frame. Definitely bear div on the 1 minute. There's your 1 minute bear div with a red dot right now.
Oil taking off. Oil breaking out crazy on a 4 hour. Crazy. That's my oil trade is looking like we're testing that resistance coming on up. I got a TP around 92, but we'll see. Breaking out on the 4 hour. Oil bullish.
When did you get into that trade?
This has been days, man. This has been days. When did I enter?
3 days.
Can you see it? 3 days and 11 hours. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see. Oil breaking out. Major resistance at 92.60 and resistance on the way at 87.82. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I got an oil long going there. Been in it for a few days. Got some action going on here on BTCC. Both hype and Bitcoin shorts are down, but these are laddered approaches. And I'm a little upset it didn't get me in my second order yet. It's just so close. It's right there. Tap me in. Tap me in.
Should have tapped you in.
I guess it wasn't there long enough, and it just barely didn't hit my level. Yep. Waiting on a second entry, second of 4 entries. Yep. On my laddered short for Bitcoin.
Hayes said SpaceX. Let's look at SpaceX.
Okay. Cool story.
Cool story.
There's a cool story inbound for SpaceX.
I doubt it. You never know. It might be a cool story coming in there. SpaceX looking a little toppy here. 21 curving over, the 50 curving over, the 9's been curved over. You just got a bearish cross, the 50 cross. So we're looking at the 5 minutes, so very low time frame. Let's draw a fib here. Let's see where the fib retracement would take us on SpaceX. Let's squeeze this down. Ooh, I like the confluence here with the gold pocket and the 200 MA and the last level of resistance, the last SR level for, and it did, and as it moved through that level, it did create a little bit of a gap here. So expecting SpaceX to come back down, but I just don't think there is, unless we try to super scalp this thing. I'm gonna get a 3-to-1. I'm gonna get 3-to-1 on a quick scalp down. Very risky though. It's gonna have to be a tight stop loss. Very risky. SpaceX massive move this morning, as you can see here. What a weird ass chart. Big move down, sideways consolidation for 2 days almost. Kind of a big move up, come back down, retest the value area low, and then take off. So if you're looking for a SpaceX trade setup, I'd be looking for, in terms of a scalp, my direction would be a short. Maybe try to get an entry around the 9 MA if it does come back up to around 147.18 with a stop above this this little high here. Covers your 50, covers your 21, and then bring it down to your gold pocket / your 200 MA. If this thing decides to start to curl over, we might get some confluence here. Your 618 and your 200 MA, that gives you a 3.38 to 1. But ultimately on the higher time frames, this chart is fairly bullish. I mean, there's a little bit of a double top there on the 4 hour, the 8 hour, and then what about the daily? Daily looks bullish, man. Any bear div there?
I got tapped in. Bitcoin pumping. It's pumping.
Damn, 573?
Yeah, just got tapped in. Second order.
Holy shit.
We're heading to the value area high, guys. 65,364 potentially for Bitcoin. It is the value area high of the meso range. Shorts ain't safe, folks. Shorts ain't safe. Yep. Shorts are not safe, folks. We are a pumping for Bitcoin. How about that Battlefield? Battlefield is going to tell you nothing. It's going to say Bulls won. That's what it's going to say. The Bulls won, and it's going to reset the battlefield and see who's in control in real time. I got to go to the order book, look at the buy walls and the sell walls. Have we defeated the sell wall? Bears fighting back now. Bears fighting back. Here we go. We're at the sell wall. 64,693. 64,693 next sell wall now. For Bitcoin, all the buy walls are down low. 62,800 something. Man, we got limit orders set here. Can the bulls push? CVD is healthy to the upside. Aggressive buying. Aggressive buyers in the order book is what this is telling me. And that the bulls are truly in control, decimating the bears. What a legendary battle. A legendary battle for Bitcoin. This is where the legends are made. Does this thing push up towards that value area high and stop out everybody who was short from up here, including me? It's going to stop us out. Bitcoin pushing up, man. Seriously, we got 3 white soldiers somewhere. I'll tell you that much. Somewhere. Let me see here. Yeah, that 8 hour. 8 hours could be the 3 white soldiers. Wow.
I look so bullish.
I don't like the idea of 3 white soldiers being 3 super big body candles, because at that point the move is already done, man. Like,
well, the idea is it happens at the
macro
after
low, right?
No, it happens after a big move down.
Yeah,
that's the whole idea.
Yeah, but look, we're already at the value area high again, man. You like missed the whole move waiting for 3 white soldiers. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Maybe these are 3 very strong soldiers. I don't know, but we're like basically like, what are you long now? You wait for 3 white soldiers, now you long? Like you already extended it again already.
Well, I mean, if you're depends on your time frame.
Yeah, like
it would have to be a much larger trade.
Yeah, I know there could be smaller white soldiers, but what I'm saying, I think 3 green candles is significant after a big move down. I think 3 big bodies. Sometimes you can get too big of a move. And the great example is right now, right now, the 8 hour time frame. I wouldn't look at this chart and say, oh, okay, it's time to long. What? I mean, maybe someone can call it a neckline right here, right? Get a neckline and say, okay, maybe we long after the neckline, after retracement, maybe. But to me, it looks like, the entry was down here. It was 62,452. Now we can Monday night quarterback, whatever, right? We could in retrospect, say what was the move? The move was that liquidity grab at the bottom of the range. That was the entry. That was the entry for the long, and also right here the entry for the long. In my opinion, it's kind of wait for the long now, like wait for a healthy retracement, or like scalp short. I know it sounds crazy. Scalp short still on the cards, in the cards for me. I guess it's more than in the cards. I'm in the trade. I'm in the trade and willing to get clapped. I'm about to give up a clap. How do you combine the words clap and sacrifice? Claprifice?
Sacroclap.
Sacroclap. I'm about to offer a sacroclap here.
That sounds good. Sacroclap.
To the Zen gods, they're gonna take me out.
Don't clap your sack, man. Might hurt.
They definitely don't want to clap your sack. 4 hour pushing above the resistance. Call it support now, man. That's a battlefield time frame, and the bulls have won the battle time and time again. The bulls winning the battle. But how about the actual battle right now? Bears starting to fight back now. Bears fighting back in real time, but the bulls probably won 3 times in a row. The bulls probably won 3 times in a row, guys, in the battlefield. But now the Bears finally trying to come back.
Looks like the bulls are getting tired of winning.
Yeah. What's the forest candle, Clappy? What's the forest candle? I don't know what's going on in the casino, man. In the supply zone, it gave us the possible price reversal was a wrong signal. It went higher. Do they give us another possible price reversal, or do we keep on bulling to the upside? I don't know if we've, actually observed the casino in very, very, very bullish action where it has broke above like meso and daily resistance. Have we even really seen that, Dave? I don't know if we've seen that.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
We usually always get rejected up towards that supply zone. I get it. They can keep pushing the supply zone, but have we ever seen a full day of just pushing and pushing and pushing past the supply zone, flag after flag after flag? I don't think we've seen a day in this damn bear market ever since we've been following the casino.
I haven't either.
So we may finally see a push and a push and a push, and maybe they just keep pushing the supply zone back. So it appears that we reject from it, but really we're just, going deeper and deeper into it. Here's the liquidity heat map, by the way. 5-minute time frame, tons of local liquidity, just local liquidity to 65,246. Those are forced liquidations, buy orders there, guys. Here we go, 65,500 major liquidations for the shorts. A short squeeze to 67,000 to 70,000 is absolutely possible. Yep. I'm really Clappy says, I missed the long this morning. That's the one big reason why I'm short. Well, that doesn't sound like a good reason to be short, Clappy. And you're supposed to be the bull, the delusional bull here, man. Are you losing the plot?
He said, I missed the long, so I went short.
That's why I'm short. I was late.
That sounds funny.
Oh, God. Man.
A lot of green across the altcoins here. You have Bitway up. You have meme. Well, I said a lot of green. I take it back. A okay amount of green. A lot looks like it's flat. ADA flat. Link is flat.
1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour time frame.
Okay.
BTC. Well, you typically don't see BTC up here with a decent sized bubble there. Meme core. Not even going to look at that. Cosmos flat. So very interesting. I'm going to take a look at this one right here. It's my big swingalicious trade here.
Swingalicious. It's so promiscuous. It's delicious.
Yeah.
rock. Sorry. I'm singing some Fergalicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fergalicious.
We need some entertainment around here.
Yeah.
Every now and then we got to bring them to the club.
The club?
Not the club.
The club is closed for good, man. The club is closed. We've melted down the key. And we've turned it into something around this place. All right. What about Solana? What about SWI? What about
it?
We kind of looked at virtuals. Let's take a peek. I'll take a peek at where's Solana. I'll take a peek at Solana.
I'm trying to short something. What's the best short up out here, folks? What's the best short setup out here? Who don't deserve it?
Solana on the 5-minute. It just depends on what Bitcoin's going to do, right? Which, by the way, Bitcoin looking to lose it. Here's a 1-minute time frame. Just lost at 21 MA. Coming down to that 50 around 63,348. Could that be a potential level to long BTC? We did have a little bit of... Do we have bear div here? No bear div there. Coming up to the 9 MA on the 5-minute time frame, and then the 15-minute. So the 15-minute looks like. Anyways, back to Solana.
Broke Yoshi, thank you for the West Coast song of the day. He's educating me every single day. Thank you, Broke Yoshi. Yeah,
He's a good man.
VSOP above the law. I appreciate you. I'm gonna really start playing these every day when I get home, unwind and West Coast myself. Okay, I need to submerge myself in the West Coast culture. I'm gonna become a culture vulture. All right, here we go. How you doing over there?
I'm good. I'm trying to sketch out a Solana. This looks like this is bullish consolidation here. Is there any key levels that are? I would like to draw a fib here as well.
Bullish as all hell.
Tapped into that volume POC. We're at the top end of the range though, but ultimately I do think this pattern breaks. Question is, which way will it? Or question is, will it break now? Your measured move is up to over $80, 81.58. If Bitcoin continues to be bullish, that's a big if. What would a short look like here?
Oh, it would look bold.
It's a 4 hour. 2.7 to 1. 3 to 1. This is simply a rotation to the bottom end of the range. We're at the top end of the range right now. Stokes high. If VWAP does come down, this will give us a trigger wave short setup here. Right, there's your anchor wave. Here would be your trigger wave, but we need that red dot to confirm. But I don't think I'm brave enough to take this trade.
You're lacking courage.
And the range, and I think the range is a little too tight as well. Unless you think it's going to come down to the 786 or the volume POC, that'll give you your almost 3 to 1. But if Bitcoin decides to break out, Solana's going to do the same.
Hell yeah. I'm not short in the 4 hour Solana flag. Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. Yeah.
Anyways, I'll send it over to you. What are you looking
at? Nothing really. Somebody asked about gold though, man. I feel like I look at it all the time, man. Have you looked at gold recently, man?
I have not looked at gold.
I think you should look at gold, man. I feel like I got like confirmation bias and I just, I made up my mind. You know what I mean? I need to wash my face.
Okay. Let's look at gold.
Yeah. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm looking at it with you. How about that? How's gold looking? A lot of people care about gold for whatever reason. I like it. Not this chart. Let's go to his chart. Take a look at gold together. How are we looking? Fresh eyes. Yeah.
Okay, so that uptrend broke, but we're still below the 21 on the daily, but it looks like it's starting to curve up.
Mm-hmm.
Red dot on the daily. Ooh.
200 MA resistance above us.
I would say this looks kind of bullish if it can get above the 200. This looks like a daily flag that broke out. It's just it needs to clear one more level here. And then we can talk about getting back up to that closer to 5K. Got a nice bounce at the 9 MA on the daily. But that red dot, money flow coming up though. Money flow about to go green here. And VWAP is curving up as well.
Is it flagging about to attack?
Here's the thing though. If you go long, you got to have a stop loss down here. Below the lows. And then where do you target your TP, right? Top of the range doesn't even give you a 3 to 1. Unless you take your measured move. But that would put gold at shit. I mean, that would bring gold up to, I mean, if we take it from the 200, we're talking about gold getting up to 7K. This would have to be a mega scalper, not a scalper, a mega swing trade. I don't know. Daily looks bullish with an asterisk. If it can get above that 200 MA on the daily, I'd be interested in getting in on a bullish retest on a long. Here's the 10-hour time frame. Man, this looks very bullish on the 10-hour. What if we did something like this? Long here, stop below there. Let's just put it below the 50 on the 10-hour. And let's drag this thing up to 2.5 to 1. What about to 5K? That's at 3.37 to 1. What if we get a second 21 MA touch? That's a 4 to 1.
Okay, we bullish. We bullish. Pinky up if we bullish.
Tighten up our stop loss. And is that the 786? So that's a 618. Yeah, that's our 618 level. I'd be interested in something like this. If you like need a gold trade, you have this big downtrend. Our 21 just crossed the 200. We already got one tab. Looks like we want to come in for a second tap. And you would just put your stop below the 618. That covers your 200. That covers your 50, which is comp right now. My only concern is that 21 is starting to roll over on the 10-hour time frame. What about the 4-hour? Any bear div on the 4-hour? It's starting to look like a little bit of a rounded top here. The 4-hour tells us to short it. 4-hour bear div on the way up. And right now, if this stands, this would be a lower high. It's first lower high. This is a short entry.
And by the way, we did short that. I made money off that, a small move down. But it got the pop. It got the pop, man. It had the perfect Dirty Dave. It was what made me get into the short. But now we're putting in higher lows, man, and trying to get bullish again. Trying to get bullish. But I'm with you, kind of at resistance, right? And a lower high so far.
Well, that was on the 4-hour. The 10-hour, I think, looks a little more bullish. The 10-hour, if we can get a move back down to the 21, which is 43.70, I'd be potentially interested in a long. But the 4-hour looks toppy to me. And that 4-hour would be a less risky trade in terms of getting your ROI and still having a good stop loss. So it looks something like that. You take it down to the 4-hour 200. That's a 5 to 1 short.
Damn. Give it all back. Give it all back to me.
Oh, man. Stokes high. RSI at 60. VWAP coming down.
Polygon, what are you doing? You need to be shorted.
I'm gonna short gold.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna short gold.
Macro trade alert inbound.
It's a 5 to 1. I'm gonna short gold. Okay. So this is a gold short. You can run the trade alert.
Run it.
Attention. Trade inbound.
I'm just debating on where I should put this trade.
Trade inbound.
Let's put it on. We can't put it on breakout unless they added it. Did they add gold on breakout? Let's take a look. How you gonna add silver, not gold breakout? What's going on? Okay, what about on? Let's do it on BTCC XAU. See, that chart looks different on the 4-hour. What about BitUnix? XAU. This one's 4403. Do you trade XAUT or XAU?
XAU.
Looks like XAU is a better move. It's got more volume. Does this look the same?
I guess the other one was Tether Gold, I guess.
Remove drawing. Okay, so here's what the numbers would be. And beautiful, we'll take that on the 21. So this is going to be a short on gold, stop above the wick, TP down at the 200 on the 4-hour for a 4-to-1. And here are the, we're just going to market order in. We're going to market order in. Our TP is, let's see, our TP is 4169. 4169. And our stop loss is 4462.43. And we'll just be 0.52. We'll just be exact here. Okay. 80 for 350, 100 for 4. Okay, yeah. Okay. What a 77 for 324. I like that. Okay. All right. And a gold short could be a quick clapping. Expecting it not to be, though. We'll see what happens. But we had bear div all the way up, and we've officially put in a lower high. And so I look at those indicators on a 4-hour time frame and say, to me, that is confluence that is at least a very local top. We can catch a scalp down and still play the bullish, ultimate bullish move on the daily time frame, because this thing brings us down to 4169. So not to say we can't take profits somewhere in the middle, but I do think gold is going to roll over. Looks very rollover-y to me. So there you go.
I'm looking at a short here on Venice, believe it or not. Just the structure, man. Don't get me wrong. I like Venice, but look at the structure there. Clearly bearish divergence. I don't know if it's a dirty Dave. It might be. High, high, high. It is a dirty Dave.
Hi.
Hi. The 3 consecutive higher highs, 3 consecutive. Look, and look how clear it is, too. It's strong bear div with the slanted head and shoulder as well, you know, just for good measure. It's a little bit risky. Tight stop. I had to put the stop right here in order to get a good risk reward. 12.71. Bring it down to the 200. I love the TP. It's realistic. You know, it's at support. PLC and 200. That's a trade right there. That's a trade, and I think I'm going to take it. A trade in the trade alert, a 4.8 risk reward ratio. Maybe a little bit less if you get in right now, right? Just about a 4, 3.6. Not amazing. And it could just wick you up and still take you out. It's not a deep stop, but it looks like this should come down and close this clap gap. So I'm going to enter a trade here on Venice on a 5-minute time frame. It's risky. It's going against the trend right now. But there's some bear div, man, and I don't know. I'm willing to take a chance here.
Call it.
I'm willing to take a chance. Call a trade alert, please.
Attention, trade inbound.
All right, trade alert.
Attention, trade alert.
There we go. Gonna throw a little bit of money there. There you go. A little bit of money there.
Found.
Okay, let's get it going. Give you the numbers here on the trade alert. Let's see if we can't stay in this trade. Stop loss is a tight one. Don't risk too much here. This is where you don't risk a lot and you have a tight stop. 1271.46 on the stop loss. TP is going to be down low here at about 12.248. Okay, cool. And entry right around now, right around 12.61, right around now for the entry. This should dump right now. This should dump right now. We'll see how it does. Let me pull up a BitUnix here and get ready to get into the trade. One moment. Sure, I'm on the right account here. Oil, yeah, looks good. Okay, cool. Venice, VVV, right? Venice. It was a 5-minute time frame. It's risky. It's risky, but I got multiple things telling me that a short should work. Scalper. Stop loss 12.7714. Is that right? TP right around 12.248. And I'll enter right around now. Do not risk a lot here. Not risking a lot. It's a little bit high risk here. Yeah, we'll risk like $50. Nothing crazy. Keep going, Monk, man. Open short. All right, I'm in a short. Very realistic TP, and a close stop loss. This should be a surgical move, either a surgical move or a quick clapping. A quick clapping. And why doesn't this not match out with my 21? My stop loss should be just above that 21. Should be right there. There we go. We'll see what happens, man. Very close stop loss. Is either it dumps now or it stops me out. Either way, I'll be fine. We'll see. Bear div, head and shoulder, extended to the upside. But it is a bull trend. And it could be an ascending triangle. Like in the bullish case, erase my bearish idea. In the bullish case, this is an ascending triangle, and it's just consolidating and getting ready for the next move up. So don't be betting the farm here. I'll be betting the farm. In the bullish case, it bounces right there and it goes boom, 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 and it keeps going higher. In the short-term bearish case, if Bitcoin rolls over, this rolls over right now.
An entry there.
Wow, what happened? Show me.
What was that? I literally pressed market order in up here, and then they became.
It did seem like it's low liquidity for whatever reason. Because when I entered my short, I saw it move price. I don't know if that was coincidence.
No, it's not coincidence.
Or if it was just, low liquidity. So it looks like it's low liquidity, which is not a good look. That means it won't be accurate on the way out, too. I'm surprised, though. Venice, man. You think Venice will have more volume?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would assume.
Yeah.
But, I mean, overall, though, this is bullish, but I like that scalp idea. It does look like a top.
Yeah, it's a scalp. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out quick, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to dump as well. In fact, I'm going to put this one on breakout also. Should see better. It's not on breakout? I thought it was on breakout.
VVV?
Yeah, it should be on breakout.
Come on.
It's not.
What are they?
How is it not on breakout? I could have swore I traded this asset on breakout before. All right, well, I guess it's not. I will take it on BitUnix though.
Take the trade.
Yeah, the volume is very low, man. Even on BitUnix, it's not even 1 million. It's 500K.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're market makers, Dave. We're moving the price.
And you can only put it. Okay, so yeah, this stop is super tight.
It's so tight. Way tighter than I usually do, man. Way tighter.
You like them real wide usually?
I usually like a loose stop loss.
Nice. Okay. Open short.
All right, I'm looking at Solana.
I got a better entry on BitUnix. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
All right, so there it is. So Venice, gold, and Hyperliquid are the two trades that I'm in. Oh, and the IBM trade, which, by the way,
are they all short? How are you positioned?
They're all short. Yeah.
Bear Dave today.
Ooh, IBM looks like it's starting to round out here. That 5 minute looks. What about the 15? Is there bull div on the 15? Is it time to cut this trade and take my profit? I'm not going to see shit there. Let's go to IBM on our trading view from BTCC. 5 minute looking bullish. Yeah, with bull div. I'm going to close this trade out and take my profit. Close. All right, there we go. IBM trade. Made money. Let's see what the final numbers were. 58%. That took longer than I wanted, but hey, we still made money.
Congrats, man.
58.25.
It's a long time coming, man. I think I started that trade with you.
No, this was a different one.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, no, it might have been the same trade.
I bailed early, for sure. It was last week sometime.
We're doing pretty good on the TradFi stuff. So where is... Okay, so I'm trying to find my TradFi trades. Lost money on NBIS. That was not a good one. Litecoin made money on that one. I'm looking for WorldCoin Uniswap. Circle. I bailed early on Circle. Made money on this Circle. Lost money on the other Circle. There was a SanDisk one we made good money on. Where was the SanDisk one? Is it not here? SNDK? Should be around here somewhere. SNDK. Why is it not here? Okay, anyways. I can't find it.
It's all good. All good, man. We're looking good out here. Bitcoin bullishly consolidating. Resetting those stokes. There's another coin you may want to look at, Dave. Maybe you can confirm this. This may be a dirty Dave on a Litecoin, a small time frame, 5-minute time frame, higher highs. On the RSI, I do see 3 consecutive lows as prices going higher 3 times.
On which one?
But it's just a 5-minute on Litecoin. It may be too small time frame. It may be too bullish. But Litecoin is displaying the dirty Dave on the RSI, not so much on the stochastics on Market Cipher, but RSI. Seeing a dirty Dave in a 5-minute. I'll check out the other time frames as well.
Okay.
It seems like almost like it potentially maybe could be scalped to the downside. I mean, you're nearing resistance on the medium time frames. And it's definitely a stiffy to the upside with some bear div.
This is heavy bear div too.
Right. But just an idea, maybe Litecoin could be on our radar. Yep.
I'd like to get a confirmed lower high close though. But yeah, I mean, but look at where do we put our stop though? Above this high here?
Depends on how scalpy you want to be here. If you want to do a super scalp, it may have to be tighter. If you want to do like if this is like a 15 or 30-minute time frame, maybe above that. Damn, look at that. Nice.
It's a 4-to-1.
I like that.
Looking for any confluence on moving averages.
Be nice to have stop loss above that 200.
It is.
Nice. And it's only going to come closer too.
Yeah, and this is a 1-hour rising channel that should roll over.
All it needs is the Q from Bitcoin, and it's rolled.
And look at that 4-hour.
Yeah, this is interesting. There's so many different fractal trends I see there. I see a larger bear flag, but I also see us at support at very local levels and getting a bounce.
I think this is one where we can get a better entry.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe something like that, because the 4-hour.
Maybe use your calm clapper. Calm clap your entry.
Something like that. Oh, would love to be above that too. We'll keep it on the 1-hour 200. Volume POCs right there. I mean, that's a sniper entry right there. That's a 7-to-1. I like this. I like this trade, but I want to wait. I want to wait for a little more. 44.70. So 10 more cents.
A little more oomph.
What about the 10-minute? Is there a bear div on the 10-minute? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
But some tell me there's going to be one more bullshit ass push. So here's the question we ultimately face, right? Is do we try to get an absolute perfect entry and potentially miss a trade? Or do we get in now and we ride the wave up if it decides to go up? We stay in the red for a little bit and then ultimately it plays out.
We get in now and we calm clap 3 more entries to the upside.
You want to do a ladder? Are you trying to do a ladder approach on this one?
It's an idea. I'm just saying that's a situation where I would do a ladder. When we're very extended to the upside, we have a dirty Dave, but there's a possibility we get, another big pop. Just an idea. Either that or just wait, man. Just wait, be patient. I like the idea of just having that limit order up.
Yeah, what if I did on this one on breakout? Limit order, 44.7 is a number. TP stop loss. I think it was a 1 hour. Give me the 2. There we go. 44.83 was a stop with the TP down at 43.85. Yeah, it's a set. This is a 7-1.
Yeah, you're starting to like it, man. You're starting to like it, but there's a better entry.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. Get in at 44.70 with a stop above the 200 MA on the 1 hour and a TP down at the bottom here. And so that's the trade that I'm looking to do for Litecoin. So I like the short, but I do think there's going to be one more bullshit move to the upside. I really do. But there's heavy bear div, but there's a chance we missed a trade. So I'm also ready for that as well.
Okay, cool.
So I guess that was a trade alert. You don't have to run it, but
Litecoin. All right, you're going to keep eyes on it.
Yeah, this also might be one where I decide to just slide it into market.
Ooh. Bitcoin so far rejecting from the sell wall. The major sell wall now at 64,687. All right, this is a 15-minute time frame. 64,687 major sell wall. How about the buy wall? Major buy wall, 62,882 to the downside. That acts as support and resistance. These are limit orders in the order book. We're looking at Market Monkey. CVD, very bullish in control of the bulls, right? Bulls aggressive in the order book on CVD. The cumulative volume delta. We'd had very high volume price action on a Monday, a manipulative Monday, which I'm very skeptical of, which kind of even makes me want to even attempt more shorting. How we doing on the weekly, man? Can I be bullish? Will the Zen gods allow me to be bullish here? Technically, as of right now. But, the moment we fall back below 64, around 100, 64,140, I'm a bear. Daily time frames. Take a look here. That bullish engulfing candle and a green dot on Bitcoin. This can continue to go, man. That's a clean break. What's stopping this from just testing that level? From testing this level? What's stopping it? Based on this scale, nothing.
It already tested that level, got rejected, right? The first one?
You want to say it right there? It got rejected? Yeah, technically. It went a little bit higher, but it did get rejected so far. A wick, yeah. But as long as we remain above this POC and the 21.
That's a very bullish green candle.
Exactly. You cannot underestimate this candle right now. There's nothing stopping this from testing again and again and again. Testing here again and then testing. There's only one more level. That's it. Test this level. Right around 64.9 all the way to 65,300. And then there's a real clean break until 67,000. The true daily resistance. We got ourselves a huge double bottom here, guys. A huge double bottom, just like we did here, and gave us a big move to the upside. Here we go. Could be another big move to the upside, just getting started.
Was there any signals that was a bottom there?
Yeah, good question there, Dave. Let's remove everything and zoom in. Well, let's see. On this, we may have to go to small time frames. But on this time frame, what was there bull div between here and here? No, not really. I mean, if you want to say wicks or rocket boosters give you a hint. If you want to say that the stochastics was, oversold, sure. But let's go to some smaller time frames, maybe the 12-hour. Any hints there? And I would love to pull my CVD up. And I call this fake CVD because it's not actually using order book data, but implied CVD, if that helps at all right there. Double bottom. Momentum was bottomed out, man. I mean, if that gives you a hint. Look, you had a green dot right there. Right in that middle of the double bottom. That was a buy signal right there. Never lost that low. You could have said we hit a bottom of we hit like the weekly order block, really. Was that a hint enough for you? Hit the weekly order block, a green dot on the 12-hour eventually. What else told us that this was going to pump? Let's go to some smaller time frames, maybe like the 6-hour. I don't know. Yeah, CVD, everything matching though. Momentum, CVD, everything matching. Money flow, flip green, everything matching for a bullish move. It looks so bearish right there, man, especially with that wick up and move down. And then that exact moment, I know so many people, that's probably what happened too, man. So many people FOMO short. Like imagine seeing that wick up and wick down and you're so certain that we're going to dump. That's the moment of dumping. And then nope, that's the exact moment that it takes off. Don't you love a price action, man?
Yeah.
Don't you love it? I'm just looking for anything, man. I'll say this, man. Price was for the most part going sideways while everything was improving.
The money flow wasn't real. I mean, the money flow.
Yeah, you're right.
Coming down,
but we know it lagged, right? It came from that, right? But it eventually caught up here. It's now finally catching up.
Still in the red. I mean, is it pointing up or is it starting to curve over?
It looks like it's kind of pointing up and barely, not really, kind of barely coming up now. I'm just looking for anything that could have told us, man.
That 4-hour candle needs to close above that 200 MA. Man.
I agree, though. That could be a clappy candle if that don't close above. How much time we got?
An hour.
53 minutes. Okay.
If we get a close below, I'm gonna short.
I like that, Dave.
If we get a close below that 200 MA, I'm shorting Bitcoin.
I like that a lot.
And I'll short it down to that volume POC where that 9 MA is coming up to.
I like that. I see exactly what you're saying there, Dave. I see exactly what you're saying. And I like the idea of it, man. Close below that 200. Put a stop loss here somewhere. I don't know, maybe above the wick. Come down to that 9 is right there. You don't have enough of risk reward right now. Maybe you could try to bring it lower. Maybe you tighten up the risk. I don't know. We have to play with it, right? We'll have to play with it. Get a 4 if you put it like somewhere there. I know we would love a stop loss up here, though. We would love a stop loss above that. But the problem is I have to give it all back.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
It would have to give it all back and just get a 1 to 3. That's it.
Well, unless we find some more confluence on the lower time frame.
Yeah, exactly. A better entry, not a better entry, but just, more precise in the small time frames. Bitcoin bullish, though, man. Bitcoin very bullish. Let me hide my CVD here. Go back to my Zen default. Here we go. Very bullish here. How about, look, no even bear div there. That's matching the momentum. Pushing up. But a sell signal. Sell signal on the 30-minute. 1 hour overextended. 2 hour overextended. Everything overextended. Man. But it can stay overextended and keep pumping, my friends. Here's the liquidation heat map. We're deep in it. We're deep in the guts of the bears. Deep. Oh, God.
I was so tuned out. I was debating on whether I should drag my limit order on Litecoin into profit.
Hey.
And I just so happened to just listen to what you're saying. And at the exact moment I started paying attention, people said, deep in the guts of the bears. Nice. Very nice. Oh, God, there's a poll out right now. Did you get clapped today? And
40% so far saying yes. 60% saying no.
Sorry, guys. I just inserted an ad. It said, now would be a good time to insert an ad. I said, okay, say less. We're at the end of the show anyways.
Insert it.
Insert it.
Wonder
Get
what kind
real
of
deep
ads
in
they
that
giving
stop
us,
loss, man. Litecoin playing games. I think we're going to get our entry on Litecoin, man.
Okay.
But I like that. That's a pretty stiff trend up. Also a little bit of a W as well. I'd love to catch that move down. Oh man, it'd be so beautiful. It'd be beautiful.
Strong, be beautiful.
I don't got anything else, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Polygon, what?
Polygon, yeah.
6%?
I just about to put that on my short list. It's freaking ripping right now.
Can we look at it?
Sure. Take a look. Should still be up. I was looking at it. Maybe I did change it. Okay, Polygon. Yeah, I was looking at this thing. Looking at resistance. God. Are you kidding me? Do you want to get shorted Polygon or do you want to go for the real move?
Garbage, bro.
Yeah, short this crap, man.
Short the shit out of it.
Yeah, all the small time frames ripping. But do we have the setup? Is the Dirty Dave a present?
I'm here.
I love it. That was funny. You were so bearish earlier. Really Clappy was like, we shouldn't call it Bear Div. We should call it Bear Dave. Bear Dave in the 4-hour time frame.
I try, I definitely catch myself sometimes. I'm like, am I being too bearish here?
Yeah.
I try to, I'm human though, man. So I'm sure there's times where I have a bearish bias or, Venice is losing its shit right now.
Is it?
Is Bitcoin dumping? Oh, Polygon might be a beautiful short right now. Like right now.
Is Bitcoin's dumping? Is it? All right, well, you better hurry up. Pull the trigger.
Okay,
pull the trigger.
I got Bitcoin pulled up. Dude, show me, is there any weakness on like the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 3 minute?
Let's see. I'll pull it up.
Actually looks very bullish still on Polygon.
Yeah, we got to be careful. We may have to put in the biggest short, man. Look at the daily. There's a wick that we match. Now, we got to be careful. This is a triple bottom and a double bottom and everything. But look, right there, stop loss, right? Just bet that we don't put a higher high on the wick. Stop loss, 0.08551. Take this down to about 0.07603. Just an idea. I don't know if this is going to work. But let me see here. Risk 38 for 90. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, but it has the stop loss where I want it. Damn it.
What's Bitcoin doing? Is Bitcoin losing its shit?
Not really. Slightly, not really. 5 minute time frame, just consolidating. It's still above the 21, but kind of battling it. 1 minute coming down, short term. Very micro bear flags in the 1 minute, but still above the 200 MA. Nothing too bearish just yet. Nothing too bearish. Let me see. Small time frame. Which one can we short Polygon on? And is it too freaking risky?
Yeah, I think it's too risky, bro.
It's way risky right now.
The medium time frames look very bullish. The 4-hour looks very bullish. The 2-hour looks pretty damn bullish. Big volume move up. I know the momentum's a little overextended, but
all right, I give up. Let's not do it.
Litecoin's losing its shit.
We did get a good position in the Venice though. Let's see if we can make some money here.
Yeah, Venice trade cooking, man.
Where is? Oh yeah, 1 hour.
Yeah, good 21. Stuff on Venice. Looks like Hyperliquid finally turned green.
Hey, let's go. Turn these trades green.
Looks like fucking gold, man. If I lose this gold trade, don't ask me to look at metals ever again. I will literally, just like when we used to talk about the World Cup, to leave, I will leave the studio. But I won't just leave the room. I'll actually physically go outside of the building and I'll watch on my phone until you're done and then I'll come back in.
But question though, you were aware of the bullishness on a small time frame, right?
Okay. I'm kidding.
As long as you're aware of that.
Yes, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's what I've been dealing with, right? High time frame bullishness or bearishness, and then the small time frames are bullish, just like with Bitcoin. It's a constant battle. And the reality is all the time frames matter. It's easy to say, oh, don't worry about the small time frames.
Matter, man.
All right? They all matter. All time frames matter. All right? Or is it just small time frames matter?
No, all time frames matter.
All time frames matter.
We love you, all time frames.
The multi-time frame nexus.
Is it time to install the anti-clapper on Venice?
I don't mind. I don't think it's a bad idea.
I don't think so.
Let me see.
This thing is, nah.
He said, let it cook.
Yeah.
Let it cook to the downside.
We got to let it cook, man.
Let it cook, man. I like it. I love the trade, though.
Yeah, it's not showing any signs of strength. It got rejected on the 9 again. 21's curving down. 9's curving down. Yeah, I think we're gonna make money on this trade.
Yes. I love you guys. Who's making money? Let's put some dollar signs out there. Hit the like button, folks. If you enjoy the show, if you enjoy the analysis, if you enjoy the silliness, just hit the like button. We're here every day.
Also, man, support the channel. Trade with our ref links. It helps the channel out. It helps us keep the lights on this place.
Yeah.
BitUnix, BTCC. Get yourself a breakout account, right? Higher leverage on these alts now, right? A lot of people get wrecked trading altcoins with high leverage and low margin. Could literally wreck your account in one trade.
One trade.
With breakout, you know exactly how much downside you have. So you can get up to, let's say you're trading a 3x altcoin with a 50K account. You can have $150,000 of position size for $220.
Damn.
Where else are you going to get that? I don't know. And so if you don't have a breakout account and you've been interested, get one. And then also, if you don't like centralized exchanges and you're more of a DEX trader, we have a preferred DEX as well. It's called TX Flow. That is in the description of the video. But ultimately, we don't charge for any content. We make our money on the backside, which doesn't take any extra money out of your pocket. So if you want to do that, support the channel, help us out. There's the links in the description. And on BTCC and actually on all three, BTCC, BitUnix, and TX Flow, there we have campaigns, active campaigns going. You can earn money on deposits, trading bonuses, and on volume as well. And they'll all be listed there when you log in. So thank you all very much. And we'll be back here tomorrow with a very special guest in studio tomorrow. Thank you all very much. Until then.
I'll be live early later, folks.
Oh, yes. Tell them what time.
I'll be live early.
You went late last night. Someone texted me and said, hey, is JP going live? I said, I think so. And then as soon as I said that, the notification came on from YouTube. So
yeah, I'm trying to go early today, man. I would love to be live by like 2, man. That's pretty soon, 2-ish, and then be live for that daily candle close. All right, live for that daily candle close, and we'll see where we at from there. But I'm trying to go live early, guys. I need my East Coast people with me, okay? I'm shooting for early. All right, love you.
Peace.